killed a nigga named Malice Green. I grew up and you
know what it is. It's your boy L Boog, Boo B, Boo Wop, J Marie, Juan Hondo
in the building.
Y'all know what it do, man. It's show 83, and we got another great show for y'all today. We got the legendary, and I do mean legendary, Mixmaster Ice in the building with us.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? We got a nice young lady that'll be coming. Scott will be. I'm sorry.
I ain't pregame.
You good? She ain't here yet. She ain't here yet, so it's all good. We got the NCFD Tea Time with J Marie, and Juan Hondo got a definite mind blower for y'all today for his 100 with Hondo.
Blowing minds, Hondo.
Happy endings.
Grasped it in my headset, and he sounded like, yeah, nah, don't ever say that again.
I just got a question, folks.
What's your question?
Not now?
Not now, later on.
Oh, my bad.
But right now, we got, like I said, the legendary Mixmaster Ice. How you doing today, sir?
It's all good. It's a blessing to be here with y'all, man, and doing our thing.
Thank you. So, you know what I'm saying? With you being one of Columbus's most prolific and legendary mixers, DJs, I want to say everything. You know what I'm saying? Just about to do Columbus. How does that make you feel?
It's interesting because I'm a fan of culture. I still consider myself a fan of this music industry, and you know, so when titles come to me like living legend and legends like that's deep, because most people become legends when they pass away.
Yeah.
Right.
And most people get their thank you there. Most people get they get their glories when they no longer here. So you know, to receive roses while you're still here, that's a true blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I moved out to Columbus, Ohio in the 90s. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, shout out to Brooklyn.
Yes, indeed. So, you know, and Columbus has embraced me fully. I've embraced Columbus as well fully. And, you know, it was a great place also for me to come and set up studios and further my career. So, yeah, I've done a lot of DJing out here, a lot of prestigious events. And, you know, the hip hop scene out here also is just like everywhere else. You know what I mean? There's pockets of it, you know. You know, to be a living legend is truly a blessing, man. I don't take it for granted. And I definitely, you know, worldwide as a whole, but definitely for the people in Columbus that's been holding me down, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
So, I mean, like, you know, people sleep on Columbus, man. Like, people sleep. You from Brooklyn? I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Where
you from in Brooklyn? What part?
I'm from Brownsville.
Brownsville, East Flatbush. Yep.
Oh, you're not really that far. 50s?
50s.
Oh, I'm in the 90s. So I'm like
Okay.
90s, Brownsville.
Okay, you right next door.
Yeah, exactly.
Brownsville Bullet Gang.
But you know what I mean? People sleep on Columbus, man. They don't really understand, like, all the talent that's out here. You know what I mean, musically.
Opportunities and
crazy
all.
And opportunity, like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you got to say for somebody coming from, like, one of the birthplaces of hip-hop to come into a place that's, like I said, people don't really know Columbus.
Right.
To come to a place out here and to see all the talent that this kind of city provides for.
You know what? There's a lot of cities that's just like Columbus, and then there's a lot of cities that was like Columbus and blew up. It just takes consistency, and it takes a city that is united, a united front of individuals with like-minded ideas that want to win.
Right.
And understand only one person can win at a time until the city blows up.
Right.
It's like being the mayor. Only one person's going to win. It don't matter how many people are running.
Right.
Get the right one in, and then he can make change and pull some people in with him.
And it's all about support too.
Yes,
man.
absolutely. That's major with any city. And you know, I'll just say this from a Columbus standpoint: support anywhere you go is golden. You got to spend your money, man. When you see somebody put a flyer out and they asking for $5 or $10, that's nothing compared to the $100 ticket you gonna go to see some of these A-class groups. You're gonna pay $100 ticket. You're gonna spend $200-300 on the outfit.
Sit in the nosebleeds.
You're gonna go to the after party, pop more about before it's over. Where you may have spent $1,000.
Yep.
Guess what? That person came here. He did that show. He got his bag. And he out. He out.
Facts.
Most of the time, they don't even see the opening acts.
Right.
Okay. So when somebody in the city's trying to get on, you gotta support them. Support means go in your pocket, spend some money, help them out. Because that money that they need is to further their careers.
And they don't
They spend in
understand that.
studio
Yep.
time. They buying flash drives. You know, they trying to get features.
Mm-hmm.
It all
And they spending money for their slots
all of that.
just to perform.
All of that. So if you could spend $1,000 to see somebody that you don't even know,
Don't even
didn't
know
even get
you.
an autograph from them. You feel what I'm saying? You could definitely support somebody in your own backyard. You know what I mean? Because support is always needed. And when I say support, a lot of people think support is, I got your back.
Yeah,
you that pat on the
You can
back.
just
or
share my-
you
you
did
can
a
share
great
my
job.
thing.
You did a
Right.
great job on it. No. Support means go in your pocket and help them out with their career and their endeavors.
Right.
And even
That's what it means.
nowadays with technology is, you don't really have to go that far. Like just support by
That's
Sharing.
right.
sharing it on your page.
You do that too.
Showing
You
up
know,
to the event.
Show up, hey, show up to the
showing
event.
up to the
Show a
event.
little love.
See, but the thing is with me though,
That's the key. Showing up to the event, and it might be a $5 ticket. It might
Right.
be a $10 ticket.
Yeah.
Pay that. Don't be on that. Oh, that's my homie. I'm
I gotta
supposed to
get in free.
Oh, that's my cousin. I'm supposed to get in. Listen, ain't nothing
Ain't
for
it the
free. They
problem
done
with
rented the spot. They got to pay for security.
Right.
They got to do all of that. Help them out. It's a $5-10 ticket most times for a local artist.
yeah.
But you always got them few that, you know what I'm saying, want to be funny style. But when you make it, they want to act like they were shooting in the gym with you.
Right.
You already know. You will be shooting in the
right,
gym.
right.
All right.
Right, man. But these local artists, man, sometimes be acting like they already made it.
Definitely do. They definitely
So
do.
They
it's
have
like,
that one hit that take
That
off.
man
and
got
it's
200
over.
followers.
or they just perform at their little venues and then walk off the stage and be like, all right, yeah, I'm out.
Now you got to put the grind in.
Exactly.
The grind is tremendous. It's not easy. You know, TV has a way of making it look easy, and the internet has a way of making it look easy for those that have arrived. But even them people will tell you the grind is serious, the investment is serious in a lot of cases, and you just got to put that work in.
It's long hours, man. Days and nights, man.
Yeah, definitely.
How long you been in the game?
This next year will be my 40th DJ anniversary.
Wow.
And still
How
out
old
here
are
doing
you?
big things.
I'm
Still doing
54.
out here
What?
but
Look at
doing
that,
big
yo.
So
things.
you've been doing this since you was 14,
I started DJing when I was 15.
15.
When I turned 19, which was 84, is when we came out with our big record, Roxanne.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you about that. I was about to ask you about that with
Yo,
TFO.
man.
Yes, indeed.
So how did that even come about with Roxanne and being with UTFO and Kango Kid? Like, how did that record even come about?
All right, so shouts out to my group members, myself, Mixed Master Ice, Kango Kid, Dr. Ice, and our RIP member, may he rest in peace, the educated rapper. We're all from the neighborhood of East Flatbush, and try to make a long story short. We was just like your local group from the hood trying to make it. And back then we were probably considered ourselves a battle group, because a lot of us back then we would battle each other.
Right.
Battle for respect.
Right.
And Four Force was also producers that were in our neighborhood and artists as well. And this is the long version short. I mean, you make it short because it's a big story, a long story behind it. But being from the neighborhood, Kango and Doc used to dance. They were break dancers, and Full Force was going to work with them on some different things. And then they was like, "Nah, we got a whole crew." So they ended up producing a record for us. First record was called Beats and Rhymes. Did okay, single deal. Then it got us another single deal. That next single deal was Roxanne and Hanging Out. Hanging Out was the A side. Roxanne was actually the B side.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
You taught on a cassette tape?
yeah.
Cassette tape, G. You know what I'm saying? Something you millennials know nothing about.
12-inch vinyl too, because we didn't even have an album deal yet.
We know what
Right.
cassettes is. Don't
Yeah,
come for us.
but that's back in the cassette tapes days, before CDs was out. That's right. Cassette
Hey, you
tapes.
said A and B. I was like, I know what A and B mean.
That's on a single.
Not your alphabet.
On the record.
Okay.
On the
Right, not the
Not the
alphabet.
alphabet. Yeah,
Not
I
the
get you,
alphabet
dog.
A and B.
That's right.
That means a different side to the tape.
So that record, Roxanne, took off and was blowing up, which actually got us the album deal that we did our first album on. But just being from East Flatbush, man, back to the question, and being a neighborhood group, somebody heard us, somebody liked what we was doing, and you get a manager, and the next thing you know, you're on the label, you just making moves, and you hope you're making the right moves, because
Right.
you're putting trust in people to enhance or further your career.
That was going to be my question too. Like, how do you trust certain people in that industry when you coming up like
it
that?
It is very risky, and some people luck up and some people don't.
Because sometimes you can talk yourself out of your blessings.
You can definitely do that as well. Absolutely, absolutely. But you also you want to. See, now it's a lot easier because so many blueprints is out there.
Exactly.
Back then, we really paid.
You had to grind.
So,
I'm
gonna
ask you a question. Blocks and blocks so people to get popularity instead of just doing it on social media, having 15,000 followers. You had to actually go earn.
That's right.
15,000 people to like you back then. Like, you know what I mean?
So
That's
there's a couple questions I do want to ask you about. One, first and foremost, is how the game has changed right now. The game's definitely changed right now where, back in the day, the DJ was the main attraction. Now it's the artist that's the main attraction.
It's not the artist.
It's definitely still the artist.
It's the producer. It's the guy that is the engineer, actually.
Not
the engineer.
That was
right now is the artist.
Right now
that's the main
artist.
attraction.
You don't
how
know
is
the
it
producer
that
who
you
produced
go
that track.
from
I get where he's coming from, but
because these dudes,
what it is this.
All right, tell
most
us,
producers now are artists themselves.
Yes, definitely.
So you're both right in a sense. It goes back to the artist, but most producers now are artists. They can go out and do shows on their own.
My thing is like
don't
the
need
guy that
nobody.
made, like, let's say Gucci Gang, trash song. Who made that song hot? Not the rapper. That was the producer. That was the engineer and the producer that made that fire.
What's the producer name?
Facts. You're
All
right.
right. Then.
Exactly. Those people want to see the person.
Like that, right?
That was good.
Facts. You're right.
So my question is like how, because like honestly I'm one of the people that's like, yo, the DJ makes the track. I mean makes the artist, to be honest, by playing it. How is it that we can get back to DJs that's willing to play these either unsigned artists to make them more out in the public eye, or these to play some music to where the DJ is the star again?
Well, the DJs are the stars. The issue is when it went left, when hip hop started becoming commercialized and record deals started coming into play, you start dealing with publishing, and a lot of DJs back then may not have been producers per se.
Right.
They may have been the DJ holding down the group with the vinyl, with the music. Because before we was making records, the records that we would play was the show. And they would perform to the records we were DJing to, the break beats. You understand what I'm saying? So the DJ was the one-man band.
Right.
And then the artists would come and perform, rap and dance to what the DJ's playing.
Yeah, you talking about Cool Herc days and all that.
But even up until
But facts though, like for real, that was
even
real
up
shit.
until right before records started, hip hop started coming out with hip hop records. We used to play, whatever was funky that somebody could rap to, whether it was country, rock, blues, whatever. We call them break beats.
Yeah.
For the most part, you find the break in the record, you keep repeating that, and you flowing over it. We were human loops. We were the human samplers before sampling came into existence. That's what the DJ did. So the DJ was the man,
Right.
Because it starts with the music and it ends with the music. That's how parties are. There's no party without no music.
At
There
all.
ain't no, and when it stops, the music is the party's over. So the DJ had a lot of power. Where the DJ started losing power in the game is when hip hop became commercialized and it was being pulled from the streets and put up on these pedestals. Now you got
Pandoras and all that.
even before then, way before the Pandora
definitely
game.
before
Way
Pandora.
before
Okay,
Pandora.
You don't need an actual person
Yeah.
to make
That's what I'm
the-
saying, though.
The changes and stuff like that, unless you're on radio.
But what happened is the record companies started signing groups. And because of publishing, the writers, they would sign the artists. Because most DJs didn't write lyrics. They were the DJs.
Right.
And then a lot of times back then, record companies already had in-house producers that did a lot of, well let me say this. Let me go back even back a little before this, because this is real history right here. Before the producers of how they are now, that would produce with drum machines and stuff like that, hip hop came into, commercial hip hop came in as rapping to live bands. So the DJ wasn't, if he didn't know how to play instruments, he still is the one playing the vinyl. But the producers or producer is the band. Sugar Hill Gang. They rapping off of Good Times. That's a live band in there. Curtis Blow, The Breaks. That's a live band. Christmas rapping by Curtis Blow. That's a live band.
So how do you evolve as a DJ then, since technology is evolving?
Well, you still need a DJ for your show. But that's what happened. When the record company started signing groups, they were signing the artists. They were signing the people that were writing, because back then, record companies wanted your publishing. And that's how a lot of us got screwed early in the game, because we were signing big chunks of publishing away, not realizing what it was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So right now for DJs, then it's really not conducive for them to try and break an artist like it was back in the day. Because like I said, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, DJs was the ones that would for real break artists.
And it's still that way to this day. You still need the DJ to play the record. The DJ is still the one that just DJ.
And every club you go to in America.
You walk into a club and you want and the DJ don't know you from a can of paint.
Right.
When you introduce yourself, you hand him a flash drive and hope he plays you. You introduce yourself, hope he plays you. The DJ is the one that calls the shots.
Facts. See, back in the day, it was this. Like, you introduce yourself as an artist, and this is my DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is not that no more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have your own personal DJ, because this guy, you know, like, it's like pretty much like the DJ was kind of, in a sense, like a producer to a degree, because he know what you kind of felt as far as a musician, what you could rap to and stuff like that. But now it's like you can't say, oh, whatever, and this is my DJ. You know what I mean? So DJs are pretty much now just stuck to clubs, I feel like, to come off.
Let me tell you what also hurt the DJ. Technology. Early in the game, you had to have a DJ, right? It was all about wax.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
When they started coming out with these things called DAT machines and instant relay machines, those are devices that can play music. So unfortunately, and this is sad, a lot of artists, particularly rappers, started. Is this a friend? A lot of friend.
Go ahead.
Do your thing. Do your
A
thing.
lot of rappers started shitting on their DJs, and sometimes it's over money. Sometimes it's just greed. Sometimes it's over power and control. Some artists could pull up in the city and just hand whoever the local DJ is,
USB.
or the house DJ, or even before the USBs, a CD. You understand what I'm saying? He popped the CD in. It could be a 30-minute show. The rapper knows how the show is structured. He performed. He didn't even need a DJ.
Exactly.
He didn't have to pay his DJ.
Right.
Exactly.
Because the local guy gonna do it for nothing. He already the house DJ.
Right.
Facts. Yeah.
Okay, so that was one thing that happened is some of the rappers started shitting on their DJs. That's where it really went bad, and to when you really think about it, because back in my time frame, you needed the DJ. The DJ was the centerpiece of your music.
Right.
So when you think of Run DMC, you think of Jam Master
Jam-
Jay.
Exactly.
When you think of Houdini, you think of Grandmaster D.
Same thing
When
with
you
like
think
Salt
of
and
Furious
Pepper.
5, you think of Grandmaster Flash. When you think of Salt and Pepper, you think of
Spinderella, yeah.
You think of UTFO, you think of me, Mixmaster Ice. You think of LL, you think of Cut Creator.
Right.
I can go on and on and on. You think of NWA, you think of Dr. Dre and Yellow.
Right.
I mean, we can keep going on and on and on until, if I start asking you now, who's Lil Wayne DJ? Guys gonna be confused. If I ask you who's Gucci Man DJ,
Not gonna know.
you might not know. If I ask you who's Drake DJ, you might not know. If I can keep. If I ask you who's the Migos DJ,
Bun B still got his DJ.
who's the DJ?
Who's the DJ? Who Bun B DJ?
Yeah, listen, we
Say it without a backup.
Hey,
You
We
can't
say
say
Manny
it.
Fresh.
without
We know
backup.
he's not
What's
that
his
Wayne's
name?
DJ no more.
It is Manny Fresh. Is that him?
Nah, Manny Fresh was
No.
Wayne's DJ.
Okay,
Yeah.
so all I know,
Go
listen,
DJ.
he performed at the Summer 614 Fest, and he was DJing his
And
music.
you're probably right, but the point is, it's not prevalent in your mind.
Yeah, you still don't even
Nobody
know who
knows
it
like-
is.
See,
Like
I
back
just
in the
didn't know
day,
his name.
'cause even
I
if
knew
the
that's
DJ
what
there-
won't come for me.
names are important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dropping names right,
Like
now.
back in the day, it used to be
Right,
DJ,
right.
It used to be DJ Clue,
I'm dropping
Quiet
names.
Storm. It used to be a bunch of, like, you know who the DJ was, but now it's like a DJ, if you're not on an actual radio station,
DJ just
like
part of the set
mixing
now.
songs, if you're not at an actual, like, you got an event that you work at, predominantly a couple events, it's kind of hard for a DJ right now, 'cause like you said, technology then kind of killed that.
It's
Like we don't
funny
need a
that you do
DJ no
say
more. He's
that
saying
because
like,
I never knew that you had like your own personal.
Me
DJ.
neither.
Like, I
That's
never
why
knew that
yeah,
was a
yeah,
I'm
that's
over
how
here
it
sitting back like this is an educational moment for me
Absolutely.
because I'm over here like
So,
I never knew none of this.
The DJ, the hip hop started from the DJ,
Yeah.
and the break dancers. Really,
Right.
The
Yeah,
rap
definitely.
came
Facts.
later.
That's- right,
So one of the
right.
questions that we was actually going to
That's
ask today was like, you know what I'm saying, one of the what was one or some of the hip hop songs that actually transcended hip hop into the mainstream that way?
I would go all the way back to what I would consider our first commercialized hip hop record, which was by a group called the Fatback Band. They had a record called King Tim III by the Fatback Band. Shortly after that, there was a record by the Sugar Hill Gang called Rapper's Delight.
Yeah,
yeah,
I know all about that.
He's keeping it 100
Those
right
are
now,
the
facts.
those are the first two
That's real
records
stuff right there.
that kind of opened the doors for what I would call commercialized hip hop. Now
Gotcha.
it's not just in the street. Now it's on the radio. Now these guys are getting record deals. It's getting it's getting commercialized now. They coming now. Now we have hip hop records, where before we were rapping to whatever was funky. Now we have hip hop records. You got Funky 4+1. You got Curtis Blow. These guys are getting deals and they're making hip hop records.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's a difference.
Yeah.
But the early stages of the game, 78, 79, 80, 81, they are literally rapping to live bands.
Yeah. You just found the breaks and be like,
This
ding.
is before you had the
Dope,
drum
that's
machines
real.
with Rick Rubin and all of them. They're rapping to a live band in there. You know? And that was the early part of hip hop. You know, coming from how it was in the streets. How it was in the streets was the DJ playing these breaks.
Right.
Yeah.
And the rappers rapping and the breakdancers is breakdancing.
So
Early hip hop.
speaking of stuff coming from the streets, being street people, a lot of people has heard about, how these artists would literally run up on DJs or DJs would, have these ties to different things. Has there been anything that you've dealt with like that?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, when you be more a little bit more specific.
So like, how like Fat Joe has had his dealings with DJs where he would run up on them and like, yo, play my stuff.
Oh
That's like early 90s.
No, I don't have them kind of problems.
I gotta ask the question.
Because no, that's bullying. We not having no bullying. I've been fortunate enough that has not happened to me.
Right.
I'll just say that. That has happened to me in my past, and thank God I haven't. But I have heard of incidences where DJs got ran up on, and for whatever reason, the artist or that newcomer wanted to flex a little bit and act the fool. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But there's probably been a lot of situations where they ran up on the wrong DJ.
I'm sure.
And
I'm sure.
Yeah,
That's why
might have lost some teeth.
Why I asked the question like, yo, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So what kind of things do you have that you're currently doing now? Are you doing anything?
Yes. Still currently DJing. I'm in the process of now. Like I said, next year is my 40th DJ anniversary.
That's
So
dope.
there's a whole lot of things that I'm putting in place to make next year and the following year all make a lot of sense with me being 40 years in the game. You know what I mean? Our record Roxanne, like I said, that came out in 84.
Roxanne.
So that's 35 years now? 35, 36? That's 35, 36 years.
Wow.
36. Matter of fact, this is 36 this year.
That's crazy.
Of that record being released. I'm still doing that, still doing a lot of traveling. I got some I'm kind of moving in a lot into a mentoring speaking type vibe where I'm going around, doing a lot of seminars and speaking seminars, stuff like that.
So educational.
Absolutely.
Giving out the
That's
wisdom,
dope.
man.
Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you.
That is dope.
Not a problem. So how can people find you? Are you DJing at like local spots here?
Yeah. For Columbus, I got a couple of residencies that I do. I do Prime Lounge every Wednesday.
The Prime.
Yep. They got some good chicken wings.
They do. They got some of the best ones in the city.
And on
Be real.
And on my Wednesday night, we do a 25-cent wing special in there where you can get them 25-cent wings all the way up to 1 a.m.
Oh,
See,
man.
listen, you ain't got to
He don't come out to be coming to the Prime on the regular. I ain't even know about that one.
Hey, no promoting up in here, bitch.
promotions, of course.
Yep. And then Thursday, I do a spot on the east side called the DS Lounge.
Okay.
do
I
that
know
on
all about the
Thursdays.
DS Lounge. You know my boy, DJ Breakdown?
Absolutely. Break
Yeah,
down
yeah,
Disney
that's
on
my
the
guy.
weekends
That's my guy,
sometimes,
yeah.
So I do a ladies'
And that's
night
right
in
there on
Hamilton
and
and
Livingston, Hamilton and
between
Livingston.
Maine
the
and
Bon Air is right next to that.
Yep,
Okay.
on the same platform.
Yeah, because I was trying to explain to him where that was at, but
Yep.
yep.
So I do a ladies' night there on Thursdays. And that's
Okay.
pretty
You know what I'm saying?
And
When I get
my boy Big Joe work up in there.
Big Joe. Yes,
Yeah,
he did.
we're
that's
about to
my
get you
guy.
up,
Our security guy.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
our
Our
security.
spot
That's what
up to Fleet DJs up at the Pelican.
Man,
one
see,
day,
I
man.
joined the
Definitely
Fleet
gonna-
DJs one time. See what's going
Yeah,
on,
let's get that
man.
popping. And then Fridays I do a happy hour at a club. It's called Savoy Club. That's like
I know what a Savoy. Yeah, that's grown folk stuff right there,
That's what
boy.
we're talking about.
That's
all you
grown
doing.
folk
That's
stuff
all you
right there.
doing.
No,
I do
I
that.
mean like you got to dress to get up in there.
Well, no, not necessarily. You ain't
You know
got
what
to
I'm
be
saying?
flamboyant, but you want to be presentable. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
right. Yeah. I walked up in there one day. They said,
Hey.
"Bro, you wearing some tennis shoes?
Some high
You
waters.
can't come in here.
Can't come in here
Shut
with
up.
high waters."
Shut up. I ain't never had no high waters in my
So
life.
I do a happy hour there that's real slick on Fridays, and actually I'll be up there tonight. If anybody that graduated from East High School is having their 20th
The
and
Tigers.
30th, year anniversary up there tonight
Wow.
at Savoy
Dope.
Club. So that's gonna be
dope.
pretty slick.
Dope.
Yep,
I know we
yep.
going to Buckeye Crazy. They got their mid-month mixer going on.
Yes, they do. They do. Man, that's my homies up there too.
Ah.
Big shouts out to all the club owners, all the promoters out here, everybody that's on their grind, man. You know, I done
Grinding.
crossed paths and rubbed elbows and broke bread with a lot of people. So, man, shouts out to everybody out there that's tuned in right
So
now.
if you got any advice to give, what can you give?
I would say stay consistent, man. Stay consistent and really be true to what you want to do, and work with who wants to work with you.
Right.
If you got 50 people that's dedicated to following you, work with them same 50. Keep making them same 50 happy.
I do
Until
have
it
one
spreads.
question, please, before we
Yep.
go to break, and I'm so sorry.
Yep.
How do you feel about the new music today being a DJ in the game for so long?
Okay, I gotta mix it. Well, here's it. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
wish I would have asked that question.
I have an honest down the line, down the middle, left and right side of that. There's a part of me that understands it, and then there's a part of me that also understands we're promoting a lot of ignorance. I'm not gonna be one of those, elders in the game that's gonna knock what people are doing and belittle them. Because the reason why, when I was young and when we was young, we also had records that may not have been quite explicit as of today, but very controversial. We was, I hear all the time there was certain records that we had that
Right.
people they got in trouble for listening.
After
We were
police,
actually
all that.
one of the first bad mouth lyricists in the game. We had a few records that was off the chain. On our third album, we had a record called SWAT, and part of the chorus went, "Get down, pull your panties down.
Oh.
All I wanna do is stick my in you." Get down. So and that was we used to do that in the show. So
Right.
that was a dope record in the
Addy,
show.
cover your ears.
Now listen, this was back. That was off our third album, which was in '87. So back then, that was kind of
That
critical.
like-
Yeah.
Whoa, right?
Whoa,
You
what did he
understand
just
what I'm saying?
say?
So, and we had other records. I just used that one because that one came off the top of my head. But the point that I'm making is I understand how it has manifested to where it is now, and at the end of the day, my only concern is this. I just wish rappers of today would add a little more balance to what they're doing. I understand the having fun part. I understand the thugging part. I
show the
get
lyrics.
all of that. I get all of that. There's a place for that too. But at the end of the day, we still, and I know most people, well, a lot of people deep down in their hearts, they know this, but not everybody wants to admit it when they want to be tough.
Right.
At the end of the day, when you really sit and be honest with yourself, we all have responsibilities to what we say and do. We are always going to be held accountable for what we say and do.
You are definitely right.
And it's the truth. We can have the most ratchet lyrics and act the fool all we want, but at the end of the day, there are kids watching.
Facts.
There are kids watching, and the kids is watching us, and they're learning from us, and a lot of them think this is what I got to do to make it. This is normal for them, and I'm following in their footsteps. If we walking, I don't do this, but grown men that walk around with their pants falling off their butts to the point where the waistline is past the butt cheeks. Me personally, I think that's uncomfortable to walk like that, and I don't see nothing stylish in that. I see nothing stylish in that at all. I think it's ridiculous to walk around looking like that. and I think it's ridiculous to walk around like that and not have no shame for yourself. Looking like that. Now that's just me personally.
Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
I feel that, especially with females too, when they gotta keep pulling down their shorts and their skirts. It's like, nah, you gotta keep doing that.
When they pants too tight,
they gotta put their shorts down too when they be coming up in the crotch and all that stuff.
Yeah, they gotta pull them down because they're too short.
Now for some people that's a style, and you know what? More power to you. You do what you do. I'm reaching. I want to reach those that know better, and they want to do better, and they just need a little guidance. I want to touch those. Some people you can waste your time, and they can't be saved. They got a one-way ticket to hell, and no matter what you say to them, they gonna be out of here when it's their time. You know what I'm saying?
And they know they're going.
But there are some that you can reach.
Right.
And if the right person say the right thing to them, it might make some sense. You know what I mean? We all had to grow up. I used to be a kid. I was off the chain. I'm from Brooklyn. We was wild. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop saved my life. It took me off the streets and gave me an opportunity to express a talent, a God-given talent that was given to me.
You better give him a better bell than that next time.
You're right. He was still talking.
Shut up, y'all. All right, but we do need to get on this break.
Yeah, we got to get on the break, but thank you for that, J. Marie. So once again, the legendary Mixmaster Mixmaster Ice. I can't even speak today. Mixmaster Ice is in the building with us. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you go ahead and let people know where they can find you at, and let them know what show you're on.
Well, listen, if you're on that Instagram right now, please follow me right now. I want to know if we got some. I'm gonna find out if we got some people listening, because I'm gonna be checking my Instagram to see if y'all supporting this station or not. I need to see at least 100 followers for this, okay? At least 1,000. So
we need that.
I mean, well, you know what? Let's break it down. Give me 100. You know what I mean? Give me 100. Let's be modest. I want to see at least 100.
You trying to steal our followers over here?
I need some followers.
Hey, we stealing his too.
I need some followers here. But I'm on Instagram at Mixmaster Ice, Facebook at Mixmaster. Everything is at Mixmaster Ice. Twitter's at Mixmaster Ice.
You be tweeting?
I don't, but I'll share Instagram too. Twitter's still out there for a lot of people, man. But Instagram for sure is at Mixmaster Ice, and hit me up, show your love. I need some followers, man. Show your love on that. But my website that's under construction right now, and I'll probably say in about a month time that'll be up and running again, which also is Mixmaster Ice. But Mixmaster Ice across the board, man. You know what I mean?
That's dope. So introduce yourself one last time and let them know what show you rocking with.
All right, right now we are rocking with Show 83, y'all. WTMH Radio. And right now this is the sounds of the legendary Hall of Fame DJ Mixmaster Ice from UTFO. You are.
Hey, there you have it, man. We'll be right back in just a second with Miss Maria Scott, massage therapist. Y'all know what to do. Show 83. We'll be right back.
And if she want the team, we gon' smash it.
You are now tuned in to Show 83. We the best.
No Khaled.
Welcome back to Show 83. It's your boy L Bug, Boo B, Boo Wop, J Marie. Oh, hey. What you over there doing? Messing up. Intro, God.
Don't freaking come for me, all right?
Listen, I can't see you right now, so I'm okay.
No, I'm a drop kick.
Can't give me the death stare.
Go ahead, don't forget.
One Hondo.
You still here? Are you still here?
Knock it out.
Hondo.
Oh, no. You're not.
Yeah, I'm around, guys.
I'm around, guys.
Not the
Whoa.
building.
Having issues
All right.
with my ghetto headphones.
Yeah, I was over there staring at that like, woo.
It's all the way taped up. But welcome to my hood.
Duct tape on
Yeah,
my
welcome to my hood radio. You know what I'm saying? We got Miss Maria Scott in the building with us right now.
Yeah.
Licensed massage
She's a
therapist.
masseuse.
Okay.
And is it owner? Is it
Yes,
fully
I'm the
prepped?
owner.
Or fully prepped?
And Spice Rub. I have
And
two services.
And Spicer. Look at this.
She's spicy.
So as you can see in here, you know what I'm saying, we got a couple fat guys in here. So we definitely can use your services right now.
I'm glad you said fat guy.
I'm in great shape.
Don't start now, won't be nice.
I ain't gonna say nothing about her, you know what I'm saying?
How much
I ain't
is
gonna
it?
You better
A
not.
little extra on this guy's belly.
Hey, I'm the fattest, it's okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm
You
well,
are absolutely
I'm well
correct.
rounded.
You heavily plump.
Pleasantly plump, get it right.
Oh, pleasant. Oh, excuse me. I
Do
wasn't
you
going to say.
charge by the ounce or the pound?
Hey, no, but yeah, definitely glad to have you here with us. So why don't you go ahead and give us a little bit of details about your ventures, your business, and everything like that.
Thank you very much. My business is Fully Prepped. Actually, I have two services. They both incorporate food and massage. So Fully Prepped is my health and wellness business. We do massage, meal prep, and nutritional supplements. We go to your homes, we go to gyms, we go to corporate offices, and just try to get people a little healthier in more ways than one. We threw a free health expo for the Linden community back in May. I do girls' night out events that are the anti-sip and paint, so there's no alcohol.
Anti-sip and paint. I
but
can't come to
it's
those.
like
I
anytime
gotta
you
sip.
wanna go out and enjoy yourself. They make it seem like the only way you can do it is with alcohol. Like that's all that makes it an adult event is they throw on a little drink.
Makes sense.
So I try to add so many other things to it that you don't miss the alcohol. So we do food, fitness. Anytime I can eat, I'm always happy. So,
I know that's right.
so I bring them
Hey,
healthy
you know what I'm saying?
options.
I might have to be there with you on that one then, you know what I'm saying? Anytime I can eat.
Exactly. So but I just try to make it healthy and, let people try good healthy food. Sometimes you're surprised. That's how I got introduced to it. My first business was actually Spice Rub. We do in-home date nights for couples. So I do massage tutorials. I teach the couples how to work on each other. And while I'm doing that, I bring a personal
Where that
chef
business
with me.
card?
They cook
Hey,
me
yeah,
dinner.
what a business
I
card?
got you.
To be real,
Everybody
when I
started
saw
looking like
when I saw Spice Rub, like to be honest, I thought like, you know what I'm saying, when you spice rubs is food. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
fat.
It ain't even
No,
just about
greedy
being
dude.
fat right there. Like when you think of spice rubs, it's food.
It absolutely
Nah,
is.
the whole
but
time I thought that too, though.
yeah, the chef is the spice and I'm the rub. So I teach the
There we
I
go.
teach the couples
Man.
how to work on each other, and while we're doing that tutorial, I actually bring a personal chef with me. So they cook them a multi-course dinner. The couples comes out from their massage
In their own kitchen.
in their own home, yes. So you don't got to go anywhere. In-home date night.
Dope.
Wow.
That is
that's
amazing.
that's
We
my
need to
cheat
book a
service.
session.
That's
Definitely.
my
Definitely
cheat
gonna need
service.
business cards after this day.
Absolutely. But I didn't want to get too lost in the health and wellness. Not everybody wants to live that life, or even if they do, they still look forward to their cheat days. So I say
Right.
cheat and luxury.
Hold on. So that chef, he brings his whole.
He brings everything.
everything.
He brings the food, everything. If it's something
Oh.
that we can't cook in a traditional, reasonably stocked kitchen, then if we need to bring something else, we will. But otherwise, the majority of our menu is already
home,
planned
yeah.
out. Yeah, it's a
That's
20 item
dope.
prefix menu.
So how did you go from being a masseuse to health and wellness? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
Well, that is health and wellness. See, a lot of people
Hey,
a
you're
lot
right.
of
You're
people
right.
think of it as spa and luxury, and that's
Yeah.
what I do while I'm on vacation. But the
Self-care,
reality of
honey.
it is what I do is like you driving your car forever and never taking it to get an oil change. You still need an oil change. Like
Right.
at some point you'll need an oil change. What I do is
Slide up a little bit. Talk to the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
you
Make
good,
the
you good.
body just that little extra maintenance. I tend to be more in the sports and athletics, the the health and wellness end. I do not frown upon spa, relaxation, massage. I could use a facial, but that's not what I do. I work on somebody's sinuses and stuff like that. If I'm doing a facial massage, it's because they have sinus issues, not because I'm trying to make they exfoliate.
So how do you how do you work on somebody's sinuses? Like just from a face
it's a
massage.
cavity, so it's just all about pressure. When you're pushing on people's bodies, you're actually moving fluid. Think about it like, okay, you bump into the table and it hurts. The very first thing everybody does is what? Put pressure on it.
Yeah,
the first thing
true.
you do, we treat ourselves. Our bodies are designed to notice when something's wrong. You know, when you've ever had somebody give, not a professional, but just anybody give you a massage and they roll over that bump? Well, in our profession, we call that a trigger point. In our profession, what we do is apply extra pressure to kind of excite the body and make it wonder, well, what the hell's going on over there? And as soon as it does that, your body will reset and figure out what's going on. And that's how you get rid of it. You have to bring a little attention to the body for it to fix itself. Our bodies are designed beautifully.
So is it the stress that creates those triggers points?
Well, it can come from multiple different things. Stress can do it, bad body positioning, what you do every day, your habits. When people come into me, the first thing I say is, what do you do? Okay, now what are your hobbies? So I can visualize what you're doing, what movements you're doing every day, what's going on at home. Do you have a kid? If you have a toddler, you're like this all day. Hips are at the hooks and entirely different body positioning than somebody that has teenagers. That's also why I love my Spice Rub couples tutorials, because I teach it's not the same massage depending on who you are. If your husband's a construction worker and you're a nurse, y'all pain might be in different places. So I teach them how to work on the specific parts that person needs. And then we do it for the other spouse as well. So it's all very catered to and specific to the individual. If you're doing it the way it should be done, that's why I like doing what I do. It's kind of like a project. You get to have to figure it out. It's a puzzle.
So what made you fall into that industry? What made you so curious that you're like, no, this is it?
Keeping it funky, I wasn't. I wasn't at all. I wasn't at all. No, that's the reason me and Ice, that's why I said that last session was real, because I lived 10 years in Harlem. The only reason
Oh my God.
Don't try to charge me for these months. I got them.
So go ahead. What was you saying?
That was 01 to 10, and we all know what the industry, the economy was like at that point in time.
Oh God.
I was coming back as a pregnant woman. I was going to have my child. Didn't want to stay in Harlem to have my child, and I was a bartender there. And bartending here is not like bartending there. So I was like, I need to figure out a career, and then. All of my friends who had higher education or, their degrees and so forth, in 2010, everybody was underemployed or unemployed. Like,
That's definitely true.
Don't have no communications degree in 2010. So it was like, okay, what am I going to do? And I ain't nobody's plumber. I ain't nobody's electrician. But I said, I want to trade. I want something that if don't nobody hire me, I'll hire myself. And that's how I got into massage. It was just at the time, it was a necessity. Looking for something new. It wasn't actually like a love of mine. I used to date a professional athlete, and he said, he always complimented my massages. He was like, you should do this. And I never thought anything about it till 6 years later when I needed to. So I came here and enrolled in Columbus State, 2-year program, and I did massage for 4.5 years before deciding to break off. I've only been in the business for a year.
So are you
for
from
myself.
Here? Are you from here?
Born and raised, Columbus, North Sider.
Oh, North Side. Okay. North
Take
side.
my A back.
You know what I'm saying?
No. After you do 10 years in Harlem, baby, you official.
Hey,
My A go again.
Hey, take that
So let me. So you've done some different things with different big name sports figures or big name organizations. What was the best one that you've done that you've worked with so far? I know you was with like the LPGA, right?
Well, no. Well, I did do the golf tour. I did, but that was an amateur tour that got tagged onto the Muirfield thing.
Gotcha.
So I was lucky enough to be a part of that, but that's not the tour I travel with.
Okay.
I've been very honestly, The people I like the most, and it's actually illegal for me to name any actual people because it's no different than you going to a doctor. Like,
so there is a confidentiality agreement?
I'm licensed by the medical board, honey. I'm HIPAA.
I got you. I can dig it out. We work with them.
From me, well, nobody ever knows. So,
okay, got
that's
you.
exactly.
No.
Bring it to our next question.
Don't play. Don't start no OV now, honey. No, there ain't no quick
We're talking
way to
about
get
keeping
my-
it real here. Let's keep it real.
No, for real though. Like, there is no quicker way to get my resting bitch face. Quicker way. Don't nobody do 2 years in school to learn how to do that. Don't play with it.
I'm done, bro.
So go ahead. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for me it was just finding a way to incorporate the two things I love the most. I am a big fat woman in a small person's body. I love food more than anybody that most people believe. So the fact that I could find a way to blend the two so naturally, food nourishes your body. If you're not eating healthy, you're unlikely to be healthy. Massage reinvigorates the body and does that maintenance that the body needs. So it just kind of went together. In the same way on my luxury end. Who doesn't want to stay home and have somebody cook for you and massage you?
Man.
So in the end, it just
sense.
blended. It made perfect sense. I couldn't understand why wasn't anybody else doing it. So it's like, boom, time to go.
Right.
Well, I will make sure you have all the information. And since y'all were so nice to bring me out here, I will give you 15% off your service.
Hey! Well, we do got to take a quick break. We're going to come back with more. More from Miss Maria Scott when we come back. Show 83, y'all know what to do. I'm about to make it into the cup. All that.
You know you got me, shawty, and you know I got you. I love when you right beside. Now I got a bad girl, make them hoes see me. She give me any dog when it I just need more. I'm gonna be right there, you be right there. When I tell me shy. Sending your neck is so lovely. I don't need nobody else, trust me. They text on my phone, it's a dubski. We written in the stars, you match my sun. All the city lights can't match your shine. Tell them niggas bad, they can never touch mine. Can't take no chances, now that I got it back. Should have been around on the hunt for play games. Now I got a bad girl that make the party seem lame. She give me the antidote when a nigga feeling that pain. When I run out, I need more of her love. I just need more of her love. I just wanna see you, babe. When I pull up, I want you to be right there. You be right there. When I turn up, I want you to be right there. You can be right there. When I'm feeling out, I want you to be right there. You can be right there. I need you around me, shy. You wouldn't think enough. I need you. Be right there.
Y'all know what to do, man, and that was your boy Eric Sykes right there. Well, there you go.
That was a nice song.
Hey, that actually was. You know what
Eric
I'm saying?
Sykes, hit us up.
Kind of sounded mainstream.
That was a new
It
entry,
did,
y'all.
didn't it?
That was a new entry.
But yeah, it was good.
That was a new. That was a new
that was a
entry, 'cause
new
I
entry.
haven't heard that.
Nope, I'm about
But
to
anyway,
inbox him.
You know what I'm saying? Moving right along, we are back
say
with Miss
what?
Maria
No,
Scott, the licensed
masseuse.
Yeah, go ahead, speak for me because I can't speak today.
Sir.
We actually prefer licensed massage therapists.
Okay.
Massage.
Wow.
There's a difference between a masseuse.
Respect on that
There
name.
Masseuse is what Robert Kraft had, okay? Massage therapist is what Miss Maria Scott is.
So what's the difference between a masseuse and a massage?
You ain't hear what I just
Actually,
said?
there is no difference except for the stigma. It's unfortunate that the stigma that comes along
With
with
the
massage
masseuse.
therapy.
Yeah, Robert Kraft had a masseuse.
What is a masseuse?
You know they give happy endings.
Well, no, they don't.
No.
But no,
But
they
he
don't.
did.
They over here
And
trying
now
to find a
everybody
way to
does, so.
sneak that
Yeah,
in there.
because masseuses traditionally are licensed as well.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just
I didn't know that.
unfortunate that the way literally my very first 2 years doing massage, I didn't go anywhere in anything other than scrubs. Like, you better treat me like we at if my license is at the medical office, you better treat me like we at the medical office.
Gotcha.
And not everybody respects that, but if they did had any adverse thoughts in mind when you show up in scrubs, they like, well,
So,
That's not really what I was thinking.
I mean, well,
right.
that's kind of like role playing.
So, yeah, I was
I'm
gonna ask you, like, yo,
Oh,
has you
yeah.
ever, like, to be honest, you know what I'm saying, before we get into the next serious question, have you ever had anybody proposition you?
absolutely.
I mean,
What
what
is the
experience?
weirdest thing?
Oh, well, you get all types of weird, interesting people, or you get the people. It's a funny line because you have people that will outright. I've dropped somebody off my table before. I give everybody
Wow.
one fair warning after that, and I'm 5'10". I have a particular personality. I don't seem like the pushover, so I rarely have those issues.
Right.
And if I do, you get one shot at one bad joke. Normally, it's they try to slide it in as a joke or something. You be like, okay, well, are there any areas we need to focus on?
Well,
You brought it up.
Since you want to ask.
Exactly, and see, I'm
Pressure point.
right. So it's all in how you handle that. Fortunately, I'm a sister, which of brothers, so I can handle. And I always got a good comeback for you if you play with me. So
what's your comeback?
Well, it just depends on the circumstance. I used to work at the casino, and that's when I really loved having comebacks because we do massage at the casino while people are gambling. So you're at a table full of people. Don't make me embarrass you in front of people.
Man.
Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it
That
because
is
I
funny.
will, and I enjoy it. But outside of that, the one person I had to drop off the table, he got in his second joke, and I don't play. And you,
Oh, wow.
and you pay upon arrival. So if I drop you off the table, you
Hey.
still pay. Bye.
Wait,
So do you like literally
Don't come
drop the table? Like the table?
Well, no, the
full?
table has like we carry the tables and you set it up and so forth because I'm mobile. I go to your home, I set up. So there's actually straps that help you control the table on the side. So I just pick it up by its straps and drop you off the other side.
yeah.
Time to go.
Basically, and I start packing up. As you're getting up, I'm already closing up my table. Don't play with me.
So how many
I've
times
only
you
had
had
to do
those?
it. I've only had to do that once.
Okay.
But you do have those people that'll play with you. But then again, you do have those times where you think somebody's pushing a limit or up to something, and you're like, what hurts really exactly? And like your adductors. Okay, your adductors are these muscles in here, the inner thigh.
Okay.
Exactly. Guy comes in saying, oh, my issue is with my adductors. And you're like, okay, all right. If you have a real adductor issue, any tense muscles anywhere feel the same everywhere. So you can tell if somebody truly has an issue. And it's a very sensitive area. So what people don't know is I'm always going to find out if you got an issue or not. And if you don't, this is going to be a rough massage.
Oh, wow.
I had one gentleman, I see him all the time, great guy. I literally have to diaper him with the sheets.
Diaper?
Because
Not diaper.
Diapering, yeah.
Yo.
I tuck the sheet underneath his leg and pull it all the way up. So everything's covered, but I can get all of this area because he does house cleaning and he does floorboards, and his whole thing is that they hand wash your floors. So he's crouched down in the oddest of positions all day every day. He truly has an issue. I'll work on him. If I work on your adductors and they don't feel like his, I'm gonna tear you up, and it is nothing comfortable. They never call me back. Never. It's okay, but I have a good clientele base. They always call me back because I'm good at what I do. But if you play with me, I'm not the
We
one.
playing these games out here, players. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a small girl.
Go
Don't
on
play
somewhere
with me.
with your adductors. You know what I'm saying? Shoot.
And my bony elbows. Don't play. Don't play.
A massage could really mess you up, man. Cause
Absolutely.
If done
I
wrong.
had a person that She used to live out here too. She used to she was a massage therapist for the NFL players and stuff, and she gave me one right now. Like, that's not really doing good. She's like, have you ever had a professional massage before? I'm like, no. But my man, like, yeah, just. I mean, I need you to get in there deep and stuff like that.
Don't do that.
The worst thing I did in my life.
Yeah, don't do that. It's not necessary.
You trying to tell me how to do it?
No, listen.
Trying to tell me how to do my job?
I woke up the next day.
No. Absolutely. I actually, for a very brief time, used to teach at Daymar College. And the reason they hired me is my mock tutorial was all about mindfulness. As a massage therapist, if that was his first massage ever, and that's what he believes a massage is supposed to be like, you ruin it for the rest of us in the industry, because they ain't never going to get a massage again. They ain't never going to get a massage again. So,
I was broke up, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Day, I was like, oh.
Yeah, and that's not necessary for everybody.
I was like, I told you, you wanted that. No, she was giving me a real deep tissue massage.
Deep
I never had a massage before.
Are entirely different than traditional, like the entire techniques that you do. It's not just about pushing harder. The techniques you use are entirely different than what you do for a traditional massage. So people come into me all the time because somebody told them that they needed to get a deep tissue.
Exactly.
And if it's your first massage, I'm not going to give you a deep tissue. I will give you a very firm massage, incorporate a couple deep tissue techniques, and see how you handle it. If you can handle, and we communicate the whole time. I tell people when they get on my table, I am not a grin and bear it therapist. If I can't work it out and you're not comfortable, now you might, nix that. You came into me uncomfortable, or else you wouldn't have came.
Right.
So if I caused you some discomfort, that's to be expected, because you came in with an issue. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
Right.
However, if I'm causing you pain, if you down there like face down, gritting, making all these faces, honey, you need to be communicating that with me, because there are other ways to get this fixed. You know what I mean? It's not necessary to do that. And if you're good at what you're doing, they're going to come back, and you don't have to try to fix it all in one visit.
I guess I'm a little odd because I want that pain.
Some people do. No, and there's nothing wrong with it. I have clients that's what they want. And I'm actually known as a deep tissue specialist. That's what I do. Like I said, I don't do relaxation. I don't do facials. I do scalp massage if people ask for it, but I don't hit. That's not the stuff I hit. Right. It's of no issue to me. I'm working on the stuff that affects your everyday while you're sitting in your office, or you're driving your semi, or your whatever your occupation is. I'm trying to make sure you make it through that next week, next 2 weeks, next month, until you see me again in a better place than you were before you met me. And if I'm treating your body in a way that it doesn't absolutely need, then that's not what I'm giving you. Yeah. So everybody is different. I have tons of clients that want that. They want the elbows dropped on them, and hey, I'm here to do it. However,
WWE out here.
Yeah, however, that is by no means what is necessary for everybody. Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, because there's a lot of people out here that just massage everybody to the same standard.
Yeah, because people don't really like that's how you know how you really good into it, because people don't understand, like, especially like
is that what happened to your speech? Is that massage? Is that what happened to your speech?
No, it felt good at the time. I was great at the time. I felt like the best thing in the world. But that next day,
you woke up talking like you was from Brooklyn.
Bro, I was like, yo, what's going on with my body? It literally felt like I done swam 30 laps and played 18 games in full court.
Damn. It felt so bad. It felt so bad you started stuttering again.
Yeah. Right, no more.
So let me ask you a quick question before we get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I do got to ask you a question. You are partnered with the King's Complex on something right now.
Well, I was. The King Arts Complex, wonderful facility out here, and all the things that they're trying to do. I partnered with them for the Heritage Music Festival. They were kind enough to let me be a vendor there, because, like I said, my whole goal is to get people to try healthy food and enjoy it. So I actually gave out food. You know how vendors are at festivals and stuff. It'd be like $8 for some fried chicken and some French fries.
Ridiculous.
Don't expect the $15 for the ribs and all that. So I went out there, and all I did was healthy side dishes, and I gave them away for $1 and $3, because you want to get the people to try it. The small was $1, the large was $3. I did watermelon salad, cucumber salad, corn salad, and a kale salad. And
Watermelon salad. That'd be me.
Watermelon salad.
Are you vegan?
Slaps, honey. Matter of
That'd
fact,
be
the
me right
mayor
there.
just shouted me out at the last NAACP.
Hey,
Shout out to Mayor
hey,
Gunther.
there he is. Name drop him. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you vegan
There
by
you
chance
go.
or anything like that?
Absolutely not, honey.
Okay, Banks.
No,
Wrong with you?
No, the only thing I don't eat is lima beans and raisins. The girl gets it in. I love food, but you just got to do things reasonably, you know.
Right.
Both of my
Just
parents
gotta
are
take care of
plus size
yourself.
people. Exactly, both of them. So I mean, them jeans is. I mean, they hold me together right now, but one day it could get shaky. So
I love her personality, bro.
it get rough out here. So trying to keep it together. I'm approaching 40. You know what I'm saying? And trying to make sure.
You're
Keep it right,
approaching
keep it-
40. All right,
I'm
no,
37.
we're gonna leave that right there. Oh shoot, she put it out there all the way. No, check.
I don't care, shoot. I look good still. No filters. Like so.
No filters out here, people.
See, that's that cucumber
Understand
salad,
that.
all that good.
We love cucumbers over here.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
What you got coming up for it? What do you have coming up for you though?
The very next things I have coming up is on the 19th, next Saturday, I have my second Spice Rub event. The first one was awesome. We have live singer Katanya Ingram. She's dope. She just won Columbus Got Talent a couple weeks back. I have Mr. Robot Geek. He did a body art installation for me. He body painted 2 ladies for me. I had it'll be a 7-dish tasting event of those
7-dish.
prefix menus that I told you about from Spice Rub.
Right.
Last event we did 12 dishes. The highest voted of those 12 dishes are coming back for this event for the top 7 dishes. So it'll be a 7-dish tasting. There's a complimentary massage bar. We don't play no games. We trying to bring, like I said, 10 years in New York. I'm trying to bring some grown
Listen.
and sexy to Columbus. So,
That's what's up. Sometimes you
I
gotta
know
step
what
outside that
event
box.
we're gonna be at on October 19th.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what
it's
I'm saying?
Sweetest Day.
No,
like,
yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to go out and do something sexy? Yes. And then on
It's
the
what?
20th,
Sweetest day.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
What?
well,
Baby-
it's actually
baby
it's the
Valentine's.
Valentine's Day.
He
for
played
men,
too much.
but
He
women
know what
never
it is.
celebrate it, so
Oh,
that's why you
okay.
don't know.
No, I didn't know what it was. So serious.
Women
I
don't
really didn't know what it was.
No, but people don't even realize it was supposed to be for the men.
Yeah.
Like it was supposed to be opposite of Valentine's Day. Sweetest Day was supposed to be us shouting y'all out, but in the end, we just, the majority of us, we still end up
No,
doing
he
what
put
was
his
the
phone
kids,
up.
so, yeah.
Shit.
Mark the calendar.
Nah, I love my wife to death because she don't celebrate Valentine's Day, so I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Kind of like
That's one of the
steak and
reasons why it's
blowjob day.
like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one of those days?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
One of those
It's
days?
a national day for real.
Yes.
Hey, we need to
Porterhouse, B.
we need to talk about this a little bit later.
I had
But
no
yeah,
clue.
me neither.
I'm mad as hell at my
News
wife
to
right
me.
I was just about to say, my dude is mad. He
Kept it
missed
from
that.
us.
Hey.
They kept it from us on purpose.
Hey, we knew about it and we missed it, so it's all right.
Let me look up the
You
day.
know about it and still
Well, go ahead.
he don't miss it?
October 19th. What time?
I
What
gave
time
it
is
to
it?
him.
Where's that?
October
Where's it gonna be
19th
at?
is at Royale Cigar Lounge, directly
I
across
forgot.
the street from Hollywood Casino. It'll be from 6 to 9 p.m. October 19th. And then October 20th, I'm doing a networking event at the Pelican Room. It has-
Hey, shout out to Pelican
Shout out
Room.
to
That's one of our
Pelican
spots
Room.
that we do promotion for.
Oh,
so.
I adore them.
Yeah.
I actually used to bartend for them for a short period of
Oh
time.
yeah.
I had to bring my skills from Columbus and from New York and do something. But wonderful event, networking event. I'm bringing down 4 businesses from Harlem: Taboo Cosmetics, Izora Organics, Melansky Lingerie and Swimwear, and East Gang Girls.
There you go, but
There's a
Lingerie.
Let's go back to the lingerie.
Right, lingerie and swimwear.
Yeah, Melansky Lingerie, dope brand. They've shown in Philadelphia Fashion Week, Harlem Fashion Week, Miami Fashion Week. Just so happens to be my cousin, so I'm bringing him to Columbus and telling him to come do the
Nice.
thing.
There you
That's
go.
how you
Network.
keep it going.
Absolutely, you have to. So that'll be from 3 to 8 on the 20th. That's Sunday, following my event on the 19th. He will be at my event on the 19th as well. So will Taboo Cosmetics. They just dropped lip paints, and it's actually a primary color base that you blend all of your own lipsticks and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a makeup girl, but if I was, it does seem like a dope little idea.
There you have it.
I ain't got time for all that.
There you go. So once again, Miss Maria Scott, why don't you go ahead and let people know where they can find you at on all social media and anything else, websites, all of that.
goodness. So for my social media on everything, I'm Maria Scott on Facebook. I'm Maria Scott on LinkedIn. I'm Maria's Hands on IG. You can find my websites at www.getspicerub.com and www.getfullyprepped.com.
There you go. So one last time before we go ahead and introduce yourself one more time and let them know what show you rocking with.
This is Maria Scott, licensed massage therapist, and I am with Show 83 WTMH Radio.
Hey, y'all know what to do. We'll be right back with the tea time for J. Marie, 100 with Hondo, and maybe some SCFB. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what's going on today? Y'all know what to do. Thank y'all for tuning in right now. You know what I'm saying? Questions today, we'll get to that.
A lot of people that did this try.
We'll be back in just a minute. Shorty 3. Y'all know what to do.
And make you
want me, ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, you can't hide. Gonna find.
Like a job title, just a hunter dream. Working fast food, dressing, going nuts. Cash rules everything you've ever thought. What comes out your mouth, they only see what you have. Nobody will believe no more. They'll suffer for my successes I achieve and they adore. Telling me lies, stating they knew I would always make it. The same people I gave a CD, they always take it, but never took the chance to listen, but would always fake it. They see me struggle in the hole, but when escape it. But if they need a favor, bet they wish to call my phone. So I do them like Erica and make them call Tyrone. Ain't that who you'd always side? Thinking that I'm a sidekick. Fuck the bullshit you talking, I'ma help divide shit. This mathematician multiplies with repetition through the summer superstition competition. This mathematician multiplies repetition cause it's games and expedition through journeys of old traditions. Are you ready? Nigga, here I come. You can't hide.
Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you.
Your Microsoft because you're living behind windows that slowly crashing when I repair. Now are you sure you want to mess with this virus? I still use systems courage, your hard drive will be spineless. Patience is virtue, so you know that I'm timeless. While I shrink your thought capacity, do life of a mindless nigga. The hate you give is only making me bitter. Give you no chance to return like you're in no kiss. Love of my scripture. My music's a form of art, she will invest in my picture. She attended my gallery, give half of her salary. My talents make her sweat, she talked about losing calories. She loyal, respectful, never say nothing been great. So for the women who putting food on their nigga plate, I'll gladly eat the steak for the motivation my music takes. Ready or not, nigga, here I come. You can't hide.
Gonna find you and take it. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. Find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you
for my music.
And make
welcome back to Shorty 3. It's your boy L Bug Boopy Boo Wop J Marie 1 Hondo. Yeah, y'all know what it do, man. You know what I'm saying. Right now we gonna ask Boopy what he got for us today for the question of the day.
The question of the day is, y'all ready for this?
We ready?
Oh,
wait on you.
I'm used to people in the lobby.
Hey, don't worry about that. We waiting on you.
So the question of the day is, do you find it? What is the question of the day?
Godly.
Is it okay for your spouse to be friends with someone you do not like, someone you dislike? Okay.
Thank you.
That's the question of the day.
I always forget it.
Like for me, to be real, it's okay as long as y'all know the boundaries.
What?
That's kind of like that statement where it's like my best friends better not be friends with my enemy.
You better not fraternize with the enemy.
It depends. Why don't my significant other like them?
So, prime example. Let's give an example. So, just say for instance, I don't know. I don't got an example for that neither.
So, for example, say you know what I'm saying your best friend or your significant other doesn't like your best friend or one of your friends because they always are downers or they always out
or your
here.
best friend like you.
Or your best friend like you, or you know what I'm saying, this person
deep.
out there being a hoe or something to that effect, and you think that they're gonna.
If my best friend likes you, that's not my best friend.
Facts.
Flat out. Like
Wait,
If
but
your best friend likes
if
you.
your best friend like you, so let's say for example, one of your girl best friends like you.
Oh, then that's not my best friend because we should already have that standpoint
That type of
where
stuff.
that's my friend.
Yeah, and most likely
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
a whore. So
So basically, like say
I'm just saying we don't got opposite sex best friends. Ain't nothing.
that's
like
like me.
Is that okay to have opposite?
I do
sex
that
best
opposite.
friends?
I can do opposite. I got opposite friends.
I have
sex
opposite friends.
No.
I definitely do. You know,
Uh-oh.
Jazz, no, I got.
Hey,
female
let's not
friends.
do that. Let's not do that. We're not about to do them there. Same sex best friends. We're gonna do that. That's
No.
what we're gonna
No. So now since I'm older, I would not have a female best friend per se. That is my female best friend.
They only want one thing and one thing only.
not
Yeah.
true.
That D.
Not true.
Nah.
do. That G. Nah, that definitely ain't
I
true.
have female friends that I'm super cool with.
Best friend.
Right.
I have nobody as a best friend.
But that's what I'm
Period.
saying though. Like period. But
I'm
still,
a best friend.
I agree.
goddammit.
I ain't got no
No,
best
my
friends but you,
significant-
baby.
Yeah, exactly.
High five. Good job.
Your spouse better be your
Except for
best
my bros
friend.
and my
She is my
dogs.
best friend.
Shout out to
But no,
gang,
say
gang,
for
gang.
instance, like okay, no, I do have an example. Say that one of your homies is a hoe. You know what I'm
My
saying?
man's is a hoe.
Your man's a
Your
whore.
man's a
Like all he want
hoe.
to do is go
Yeah.
out and find
I got
women.
mans
He a
like
thought my
that.
guy.
But that's what I'm saying.
Do you
And your
hang with
girl-
him?
And
Yeah.
your girl don't approve of it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you
And she
stop
don't
hanging
like
with
Tony because Tony
Is a thought.
has a lot of
Tony's a
women.
thought.
Tony's a thought.
Yeah.
He has a lot
And
of
I
women.
have a friend that's a thought.
That's the no. We're
This is
asking
just a
you if your
scenario.
girl does not approve of dealing with him. Do you cut him off?
No.
So what do you do?
No. Because what he do, it don't mean I do. I do.
What if she
He a
gave you an
thought,
ultimatum?
I mean, I'm a thought.
If she said, "Hey, I don't like him. I don't like you being around him. Period.
'Cause I feel
I
like
don't
he's a
like
bad
him.
influence.
Period. He's disrespectful to women. Period. I don't like you to be. Don't want you to be around him. What do you do?
First of all,
What do you do?
first of all, I'm grown as hell.
What do you do?
Okay. And you're not my mama.
What do you do?
So if you don't like my friends, then you ain't got to talk to them.
That
In
ain't
that
cool.
instance.
She don't want you hanging around them.
Because he's
She's
a
not
thought.
gonna talk to him because she doesn't like them.
Right.
But
They
she
gotta know
don't
me.
want you to hang with them.
I got an echo.
And
Alright,
this,
let's,
this is what I feel about that. If you don't want me hanging around my friend because my friend is thottish, you know what I mean? But we've been in a relationship, depending on how long we've been in a relationship, but we in a relationship,
All right.
I'm going to feel like you don't want me hanging around him because you think I'm going to do that.
Exactly.
So, all right.
And you know what? And if that's
I'll-
the case, if you don't want me to hang around him because you think I'm going to do that, then you must honestly think that I'm like that in a way anyway.
But if you was,
Because, hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
You may feel I'm like that in a way anyway. Because if you know who I am, there's no way in the world you would care who I'm hanging
Preach,
around
brother.
because you know who I am.
Preach.
but what
You know
if
what I
you
mean?
were? But what if you showed your disloyalty once before?
What if you did get caught cheating before?
I mean, then you in a different ballgame, man.
So I'm gonna ask you a question like this. I'm gonna ask you a question like this. Your girl has a girlfriend who she cool with.
Thottish?
Let me
Whore.
finish.
Oh.
Your girl has a girlfriend who.
And Tony hit it.
So your girl got a girlfriend that. Let me see.
got a girl.
Your girl has a girlfriend that wants her, and is disrespectful to you. The friend is disrespectful to you.
So she has a lesbo friend
Yeah. How do you feel
That
about
disrespects you, but want to get your girl panties.
that dresses like a man though.
Then that ain't my girl's friend then.
that? But if she's still cool with her,
Right.
are you
Something
shutting that
happened
down? Yes or no?
Something happened there already.
That's not the
What if nothing
question.
happens? What if
The
nothing has
question
happened?
is
But this
it
the case.
okay?
Listen. You still want to be friends? You gotta let me hit that too. Then
Wait,
I
what?
said she dressed
It's
like
a
a man too
butch.
though.
It's a butch. A nigga
some
bitch.
bitches with bitches be having girls.
You're gay. Does that make you gay?
Right. Did we have that question before?
Yeah, that was no.
You can't be
remember we told you
gay.
we ain't like
You
that
can't be
question.
gay. She's
Yeah.
born with a natural
That is a
box.
dope question though. Now that. Yeah.
But you can't
that
be
is a
gay.
dope
She got a
question.
natural box,
Alright,
bro.
so I'm about to throw a spin. I'm
we're
about to
gonna
throw a spin.
Ask
real,
this
real
question
quick.
to
I was
IG
about to
real
say-
quick. IG, we're gonna ask you. Hit us up. Let us know.
She said, mm-hmm.
Does that make you gay if you think a
You
butch
butch.
chick is attractive?
No, because they are attractive.
A
Some
butch
are.
trick. A butch chick.
A butch trick.
Right. A butch trick.
Trick.
No. Put the camera on me. Like record. Oh, okay. So we here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now so we
Would you
here.
have sex with a
With the
stud?
butch.
Yep.
There it is. Boom.
would you ask
So
the
okay, so other question. I'm about to throw a spin. Would it? Is it okay for your spouse to still be friends with a family member, even though you don't like them?
With a family
Whose
member.
family? My family? Or her
Their
family?
family.
I don't fucking know. I just went with it.
Well, if
Nah,
it's
you
my
can't go with-
family,
you can't
hell
come
the
with
fuck
that
no,
part.
it ain't cool.
It
That's my damn
depends.
family. I don't like the motherfuckers. You bound by nature not to like
We
them.
on the topic of questions, right?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Jander?
Where is Jander?
Let's find out where Jander is. You know what I'm
We on
saying?
the topic.
Let's go ahead and give his ass a call real quick.
What's his number?
His number.
the
I'm
hell
not
you
about to
think
give it out
about
on here, but
Oh, well, come
It's
down.
one- I know his number. It's 614
555
55
55.
where is
Extension
Jander?
3.
Let's get Jander's opinion on this. Let's find out where he is and see what we can do with him.
You gotta blow down on your friends sometimes.
Sometimes you know what I'm saying? It's been a while since we talked to Jander.
Exactly. See,
No,
always
ugly
come
ass
in
been
with
hiding.
when his doctor said
He been hiding. Why you think he been hiding?
He's running with his people, them hunters.
No.
Did you say he's been? Wait, what? He's coming in with his Dr. Seuss
That's a
stuff.
clan
That's a
now.
Dr. Sebi shit.
His Dr. Sebi shit.
That's a clan now, bro.
No.
Oh, dang, I locked
There's a set out here called hunters.
It is 14725.
She don't know how to use a rotary
It is
phone,
a
people.
black Android. Oh.
Shut up.
Oh. Okay.
She does not know how to use a dial touch phone, folks. I wish
Right,
you guys can see
obviously
this.
not. That's funny.
I wish you
You
guys
have to
could really
push
see
9 first. No.
87 if you want to block your number.
Star 87.
Star 87.
I remember that.
You do gotta hit. I
It's
think
star
uh,
67.
I think you gotta hit like one nowadays
It's
because
star 87.
It's star
because you know a part of
Use a
the
mask
area
on
codes
that.
nowadays. You know a part of the area codes nowadays is 740. So you gotta press 1 and then the area code
No,
and
you
then the
never
number.
press one. You just press
Yeah,
area
you
code.
push 1, 9, 1, and then that.
Wait. It ain't working.
His phone's off?
Terrible.
Oh, no, wait.
He ain't pay his bill.
Damn.
She ain't turned the phone. Oh, she ain't had a phone on. There you go. Hey, where's Jander?
Whoa. Takashi 69 got my phone tapped. Who is this?
Not that Takashi 69 got it.
Tekashi.
Speaking of Tekashi, y'all heard he signed a $10 million
$10 million
record deal.
when he gets out to drop an album.
Right.
Man.
But
I'm gonna be on this. I'm gonna be on track number 1.
bastard, where's Jander at today?
Jander over there about to make a track called Master Splinter.
Nah, man, I'm just kicking it with the kids today, man. Today, was pretty for the kids. Yesterday, I was with the CBB. Shout out Crown Big Boys 45th chapter.
Okay,
we go
Crown
to
Vic.
City for the highball.
Gang.
Halloween highball this
We
this
wasn't
weekend.
invited.
So,
Hey, they with the high ball.
How did that go?
high.
I
No, I
seen
wanted to
that. I seen the highball Halloween party, and I wanted to go. This was my first time ever.
There was a Halloween party?
Yes.
And you ain't.
yeah, we get invited every year, bro, to do security there. So it's always lit, man. It's always an epic event to be invited to as a African American. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, who manages this?
Ooh.
He ain't tell us nothing about
He didn't
it.
tell me about
Invite
it.
us, bro.
He told me about it.
Well,
Told you about
He
it?
told me about it yesterday
See, you
or
Man,
Thursday,
you
one
know
or two.
that-
You
There's
janky,
just certain Illuminati things I can't speak about. I'm sorry.
see, I knew.
So I'm gonna ask you a question.
I
I'm
knew
gonna
it.
ask you a question, Jander. The question of the day is this.
We got a few questions.
So the question of the day is it okay for your spouse to be cool with someone that you do not like?
I dealt with that in high school. I think it's foul, but you know the world that we live in now, people gonna do what they want. So I'm learning not to take things to heart. If it's my bloodshot enemy, then you feel me, we're playing chess. That means you're aiming for your king. But if it's not my bloodshot enemy, then hey, you know, you cross that certain line, it's limits. But hey, people gonna do what they do. Am I giving you a politically correct answer? Yes.
You damn right you are. What the hell?
Fuck you running for
I'm
office,
not-
nigga?
Right. You going for city council?
No, I just know where I live at. You know what I mean? Like after dealing with a job where I get threatened to get shot at, you feel me, doing my job, I just know where I live at, bro. So I have to.
Threatened to get shot at. Pause.
What the hell are you talking about?
Wait.
Where do Jander live?
Right. Where did Jander work? Hold on. He said his job.
His job, nigga.
Yeah, man. You know, I do power washing, and you know, a Caucasian felt the need that he needed to protect his cub, which is totally understanding. So he thought that since she
Whoa. This got
Hear
real
me out,
dark.
man.
bro.
He said power washing.
Yeah, so you know, he felt the need that us power washing the house was going to awaken his daughter.
It will. It will
So
wake
he
my
told
damn
us not
daughter.
to to spray the window directly, which is understanding. So, I mean, me spraying the house is going to wake her up regardless. My thing is, bro, we have a job to do. Move your child away from where I'm going to be spraying because the complex has us doing this job. But, you know, I'm going to adjust to you because I'm going to customer service. But, you know, after he realized that plan was a bad idea, he goes and tells, and as I, you know, tell my upline, he comes back to let me and my partner know we're effing idiots, and he reiterates it. Then he wants to let us know that he has guns, which in America I know what that means. You know, I'm try to politically correct me with that and say, oh, he didn't mean anything about it. So, you know, I just know where I live at, man, and I'm just trying to understand.
So power washing somebody's crib got you? Yeah, power washing somebody's crib got them telling you that they got guns in the house?
Man, so that's why I'm stating that I just know where I live at, bro, and I gotta address people's energy different.
Well, you know there ain't no stand your ground rule here in Ohio, so.
So that's just my point. When it goes back to the original question of, hey, if you decide to side with my enemy and I catch you, I know where we stand. Simple as that.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, he hit you deep right there.
That's my guy, Jander.
Well, where's Jander? You know what I'm saying? Damn. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna find out from here on out.
Next question is, would you have sex with a stud?
I would wear him out.
Well, there you have it. You know what I'm saying, Jander? Thank you for answering. You know what I'm saying? Letting us know where you at today. You know, every week y'all can check Jander out. We'll find out next week where he gonna be at. Also, we'll holler at you next week, Jander.
It's on. Don't call me from these 6'9" numbers no more, though.
Got you, man. Got you.
All love, family. It's on.
Holla.
But listen, man, some of these dudes, chicks out here be looking like niggas already. The world we live in today, bro.
Oh, you taking that Jander thing? It's the world we live in.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know, man. I don't think I could rock with a stud, man. I don't think I could.
Nah, I don't know. Me
That
neither.
nigga's
Nah,
lying,
honestly,
G.
I don't think I could.
I can't do no young moms, man.
Yeah, I would never.
Young may have a dope ass body and all them back.
She definitely do. Have you seen her?
Look at the
Have you
brat.
seen her before all of this extra stuff that she doing now? Before she got to the Young M.A. Before she got to all this extra hip hop shit, like she was a fine ass chick.
Was she?
So you hit that?
Not now.
Oh,
Not now. But you know what she was.
Yeah, back in the day,
that
I would have hit her. She wasn't butch back then.
So that
she
goes
butch now.
into so if your wife
Anytime
had
you talk deeper than me.
a listen, though, what I'm saying, because like you know, like I'm saying, she was bad back then.
What are you saying?
Now, if your wife had like a
Jay Marie,
physical appearance change that you dislike, would you still be sexually attracted to her?
It's a difference.
Bro, all the difference is that she wearing a sports bra and bigger jeans, bro.
And she talk like this.
Yeah, I talk like this.
This is my
B. Yo.
Until you run up in her, and then she's like, and then she went to, it's the sweet one. You feel me? The voice gonna change, baby.
Hey, there you have it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. Let us know how y'all feel. Would you run up in a butch chick or not? And then also, you know, is it cool for your significant other to
fraternize with the enemy?
To be with someone that you truly dislike or despise.
Some Stevie J shit.
Yeah.
We just talking about TV.
But we got to take a quick break. When we come back, you know, we got 100 with Hondo and the STFD. Y'all know what to do. Show 83. We'll be right back.
Fire. Making these hoes upset. Oh, you mad? I'm stepping on necks. Bitch can't breathe like they out of breath. Boy telling me go get rich on them. Flexing on niggas' hands. Boy telling me go get rich on them. Flexing on niggas' hands, spits on them. Saucy, watch how I grip on them. You fight, yeah, I can take tricks on them. Hear them talking, who is they? Bitches irrelevant. I pay these niggas, take they money for the hell of it. Won't love no man, nah. Beast like them, they're president. Competition with, name a bitch I'm better than. Got killers behind them, bars like they ghost riders. Nicer,
Protect yourself.
This your girl, Jay Marie.
And you're listening to Show 83.
Ow.
Yeah, we in the land of the ballers, you know what I'm saying? We in Chi-Town, Chicago, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the brother, your boy had to get right with the coochies, you know what I'm saying?
All the time.
Make sure the rolling and everything is in the full effect, the brim, the Versace's, you know what I'm saying?
It's all good.
Just got to make it happen.
Orange, you can't forget the pinky ring.
All right.
Okay, then.
All right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If I wasn't in the rap game, I'd probably have a key knee deep in the crack game, because the streets is a short stop. Either you're slinging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. If I wasn't in the rap game,
Alright.
if I wasn't in the rap game,
Yeah.
if I wasn't in the rap game,
Huh?
if I wasn't in the rap game,
I tell 'em.
if I wasn't in the rap game,
Young.
if I wasn't in the rap game,
Okay.
if I wasn't in the rap game, I'd probably have a key knee deep in the crack game.
Goddamn, I'm rolling up a bleezy to this bitch. My kicks is fresh as fuck, I feel like Yeezy in this bitch. All black on, I think I'm Jeezy in this bitch. They tryna crucify me, feel like Jesus in this bitch. Got my nephews in this hoe, plus my nieces in this bitch. Got Camaros, Rock Chevys, and Caprices in this bitch. Cuff your nigga if you really wanna keep him in this bitch, cause he probably scheming how to get with Nisa in this bitch. It's young Nisa in the VIP, it's young Nisa in the whip. It's young Nisa getting money, milk and cheese like it's from Wick. And I'm sick up in this bitch, leave a tip up in this bitch. And I treat my nigga good, I use no teeth up on that dick. And I keep it on my mind, that money though. I was broke as fucking buzzing like a honeycomb. Then I learned the rules and played it like a crap game. If it wasn't rapping, probably be the crack game. Say,
if I wasn't in the rap game, if I wasn't in the rap game, if I wasn't in the rap game, if I wasn't in the rap game,
I'll be somewhere in the hood, posted with my bitches, hollering at some niggas, scheming on his riches, you know.
if I wasn't in the rap game,
Hey, you know.
I'd probably have a key knee deep in the crack game.
Goddamn, I'm popping like a bean up in this hoe. Styrofoam cups, I got that lean up in this hoe. I know that I ain't shit, so I be reaping what I sow. So I don't understand you niggas thinking in this hoe. It's thinking cause it's dro. I'm thinking about some more. Let's hit the liquor store and get some drinks and sip it slow. Throw some music on and bite some niggas in this hoe. And I ain't tryna fuck 'em, I'm just tryna get his throat. I swear that I be killing in these Eastlands in this hoe. I swear the way I'm living, Jesus should've let me go. But he let me know that I got another chance. So now I'm on this, get this money, fuck you in advance. And I keep it on my mind, that money though. I was broke as fucking buzzing like a honeycomb. Then I learned the rules and played it like a crap game. If it wasn't rap, it'd probably be the crack game.
If I wasn't in the rap game, if I wasn't in the rap game, if I wasn't in the rap game, if I wasn't in the rap game,
I'll be somewhere in the hood, posted with my bitches, hollering at some niggas, scheming on his riches, you know.
if I wasn't in the rap game,
Hey, you
I'd
know.
probably have a key knee deep in the crack game.
If it wasn't for the rap game, all these hoes would know my name. Yeah.
Y'all know what to do, man. It's your boy L Bug, Booby Boo Wop, Bars, J Marie, Wando
In the building.
Y'all know what it is, man. It's the show 83. We are back. Right now we got 100 with Hondo. Go ahead and tell the people what you're talking about. Bam. Yeah, we about to definitely have a discussion today.
100.
100. Okay, folks.
I like how we keyed in on that.
Since I don't have my own intro, you know, I have to make my own shit up. You feel me? Production around here kind of slacking.
Who you coming for? Because we create our own shit. I'm just
I
saying.
just did mine. Did you record that shit?
Did you record
Baby.
that shit?
All right.
Oh.
I'm going to keep it 100 with 100. Today's 100 with 100 is going to consist of.
Yeah. Let's have this convo.
Who came first? Man or the whoa man?
I ain't playing with you.
Is that a question?
Do we know what woman means? Does anybody know the actual definition of woman?
I do.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
I do.
What's the definition?
You know what I'm saying, babe? No. We was listening to who? Oh, no name dropping. Okay.
Who was y'all listening to?
So the woman comes from the rib of the man.
Says who?
So the
Jesus?
woman is basically I don't know the definition, but what I was listening to was basically saying like the woman comes from the rib of a man, and in order for the woman to be made, the man has to find his duties, and he had to work the land and this and that and that and that before he is rewarded a woman as a companion.
And this is what the Bible done told you.
No. The actual meaning of original meaning of woman, which is female, female
Human.
meaning lesser male.
It's not a lesser male. Actually, male.
That's the
men,
actual
men.
That's the actual meaning.
Men
is lesser male.
It's actually, and I mean, like men is actually like, how can you say like
I don't
it's a
know.
part of a word?
100.
Men is part of a word. Now, I mean, the
Masculine?
full word is actually woman.
Where you're going.
This is not
course
no
you would,
history
Jay Marie.
anywhere, anything in the world. But I believe women came first
Why?
in this world.
That's
Because
what comes
without
first, the
woman,
egg or the
life
chicken?
does not really exist.
Without woman, life
High
does
five.
not
Give me a high
So
five. We agree.
hold on. You sat there and say without life, people do not exist, or without women,
yes,
without
that's
women,
correct.
life does not exist.
We have to birth you.
But at the same time, what fertilizes the egg to give you a woman? I mean, to give you a
It does
child.
not have
So
to be
what
a
comes
male.
first, the
It
egg or the
doesn't.
chicken?
What? What the hell are
So
you
you can
talking
have
about?
a baby by a goat.
Yeah.
The
Jesus,
greatest
baby.
of all
You
time.
can have a
man.
Jesus, baby.
You
Shut
can't.
your ass
Have y'all
up.
heard of Mary?
You talk shit about the Bible all the
Like
time,
the
and now all of a sudden you want to.
The Bible ain't got shit to do with that.
No. What he just said was he incorporated the Bible by saying Jesus. You
It
have a
is a
Jesus
known
baby.
fact.
Now it's only when it.
Hold on, Bug.
Yeah, if you know
Finish.
Hondo, he was
Finish.
just
Excuse me,
joking.
sir.
Let him finish.
I'm
Let him
having
finish.
my
I want him to have his
100
moment.
Okay.
He's at
I had your back. I had your back.
Go ahead.
It is a known fact that
Not a noon.
a noon
A noon.
fact that woman is symbolic to Mother Earth. Okay.
He's speaking
So-
some deep shit.
Fertilization. Oh, how you say it? Fertilization.
Fertilization.
Fertilization
Oh.
does not necessarily have to be a man for life to occur.
Really?
Because life already existed.
You believe that?
Okay, my brother.
The
It
Father God,
makes so much sense
You know what I mean?
now.
So
You're so
Father
what
God.
I'm saying is,
Mother Earth.
okay, they say Father God.
But without the women, you can't
There's
have
no
babies.
proof of Father God.
There's no proof of Mother Earth.
You're living on her.
Nah. You. How do you know it's mother?
You are in the
Reproduction?
vagina of Earth.
Right. I guess so. Right.
Reproduction.
Reproduction.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
So
there are
males do
animals.
not have a reproductive organ.
You can't
There
have
are
a baby.
animals. There are animals. Not
can't-
even animals. Let's not say
A
animals.
woman can't have a baby without the sperm.
Listen,
Thank you.
it's a
It's
lie.
true, you
It's a
can.
lie. There are species on this earth that self-produce.
Yes. Can
That they do
humans?
not need
Can
an
a
actual
mammal-
opposite sex
Can a
to do
mammal-
it.
Okay. So was that
You
is that
talking
a,
about
is that
how
a
do
male
you
or a
not
female?
know
Is that a male or a
That
female?
the first being was not a hermaphrodite.
How do you know it's a male or a female? If it's a hermaphrodite, is it a male or a female?
It is a female.
How do you
most
know
likely.
that?
Listen.
Because.
Hold on, wait.
Because.
Let me break this down.
One,
for
you have to insert
him
into
answer.
yourself.
Let me.
Two,
What?
you have to feed that child that you give birth, so you have to have breast assist.
What? There's men
Shut
with
the fuck up.
Okay,
Preach. Hit the
but
bell.
they don't
There we
lactate
go.
milk.
There is men
So
that
a
lactate.
definition
You need to get
of
that
a
right. There are men that lactate.
Now
Hold on,
in this
wait.
world,
Get that
All right,
straight.
y'all.
that's because of the cow and all that stuff. But
What?
technically, you and I all know men cannot feed a baby.
Okay, so what's booby question?
It ain't a question.
Oh.
What's your statement?
Hermaphrodite. That's just a person that has two body thingies.
Two biological
Two
organs.
privacies.
Two private parts.
He about to get a whooping.
My
y'all.
kids listen to this.
Two genitals.
Thank you. Two genitals.
Right. Normally, when
Doesn't
I have
mean that they hold sperm and egg.
Damn right.
that, doesn't mean that they don't.
Get yourself the bell.
Take them to science.
Doesn't mean they don't.
Wait.
They
What
don't.
just happened?
It doesn't mean they don't.
One person cannot hold two eggs and a
Time out.
sperm cell.
There are species in this world that do not
He said
need
species. He said
another
humans.
There
male.
are species.
There are species in this world
Yes.
that can
That reproduce themselves.
self-reproduce.
You're
That
wrong.
is true.
You're a lie. They definitely don't reproduce.
No, there
they
is
they
species out
choose.
there.
They hold on. What they do is they go from male to female or female to male, and then the other definitely.
We as humans do the same thing inside of a woman.
You have to be
We are
fertile.
all initially born female.
We
are all initially born female inside of a woman.
Says who?
That is true.
It is the fact.
Your ovaries drop down to your balls. It is.
We are
Says
all
who?
females
It is.
Says who?
until a
Who
certain
says this?
production in our life when
I'm asking
a question.
ovaries
Scientists say
fall
this
out
was-
and we become male.
No, it does because your
We are all
ovaries,
female.
your ovaries
So
drop
you
down to your
can't-
balls.
You can't.
So
sit
that's how
there
we get
and
breast
rely-
cancer?
So you can't sit there and rely on two different things. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't sit there and rely
Time out.
on religion and then
This is
science at the
condos,
same
condos.
time.
Hold on,
You
let me
got
go
one
on.
or
Yes,
the
you
other.
can.
What that means is that animals or insects or whatever they are, species that self-reproduce, they are asexuals. Meaning that, you know what I mean, they are allowed to have sex within themselves to produce.
This
How
is
many
a deep
species are there?
conversation.
Can you name a species?
How many species
That's
are there
what I
that do
wanna
that?
know.
This amazing.
There's
Snails?
amphibians that do that. I know
This man's
that.
species, bro.
I don't never heard of that.
Yeah, there's definitely
snail?
amphibians
Amphibians?
that definitely are asexual, but they do not reproduce themselves. They can change from male to female, but they also need a male
Per
to
Google.
fertilize
Per Google,
that
they
female.
did not.
So
did
they
not.
can go from
So all they
male
need
to
is a spark.
female, female to male.
Yeah.
One thing.
You do it.
I do not, nigga. I'm a man. I have a.
I am a
Boy.
boy.
I am a boy, Damon.
I am a just boy, spaz. I'm a boss, and the female was all the way out in there, right in there.
Oh,
That's
I don't know what's
That
happening.
was on break, sir. What happens on break stays on break.
I don't know what's happening.
Wait, how did that even come
bring
up?
back to the subject. I say that it is a misconception us in this world that feel that men or God is a male because men are more.
I'll never say God is a male or a female. God
because
is a spirit.
male is God is a male. They state because
He's a spirit.
men
It's a
are
spirit.
more how can I say stronger as far as the physical nature than females.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's a lie. I really believe that the female is God, and the female is the creator of all life, and
Hondo?
within that planet.
You are correct.
You
Within that
definitely,
planet-
first and foremost, you
First
cannot,
is time-
first
time
of all,
out.
you cannot specify a spirit as male or female. You losing your mind right now.
You can.
can't.
Did you see that
What
video
is a
I
spirit?
shared? The
I don't
video-
care about the
listen,
video you shared. That video
listen,
shared was stupid.
Listen.
So,
did you see that video?
What? Did he say something was stupid?
Yeah, that was stupid as hell.
The video
It was
said
stupid
she
as
had.
fuck.
Listen, guys.
The Hondo?
So the video said that this lady has sex with a ghost. You cannot say that there is not organs and spirits. Oh.
You definitely can say there's not organs and spirits because you can push your hand
What
right
school did you
through
go
them
to?
motherfuckers. You don't have an organ as a spirit.
Time out.
That's
Let's
not what
go
he's
ahead.
talking
Wait.
about.
Skin.
Y'all
You're
moving
right.
off. Y'all moving off
You
the
got it,
subject.
you got it.
The
Nah,
subject is the woman is God, man.
Why is
We-
a woman God?
and
What
the
makes
reason
a
why-
female
because
lesser
they
male
are-
Weekend
God?
first.
Because they are the ones that produce life. And anything that produces life is God.
Oh,
In our sense of
so
the
the male
world today.
seahorse produces life. So what are they?
The male seahorse produces life?
Yes.
The male?
Yes.
Seahorse.
Yes.
They
Yes.
are
Male-
asexuals.
Oh, shut your ass up.
No, actually, the male actually
The male seahorse do.
spit all on a million babies out at once.
That's true. But a male seahorse God is a different God than we represent.
We all have one
I
God.
like the way this is going.
do if you believe
I
that.
bet you do.
I like the way
worship
this is
the same
going.
thing that you worship.
This is interesting.
He worshiped life.
So when did you come up with this theory in your head?
He was smoking.
Possibly.
Kinda, yeah.
That's one of his cloud nine thoughts.
Woman is actually the creator of life. Yes, we give spark to initiate the creation
I'm
of life.
sorry, but you cannot
But
create life without
women-
fertilization. It just doesn't happen.
That doesn't mean shit.
No, but you can.
The earth is here, right? But the earth will produce something to fertilize it, so it can create more earth, right?
What?
For instance, like if you around, if you in a garden and there's one plant in that garden, right? That plant will grow and
So
it
it's
will
a female
produce
plant? How do you
more
know
plants.
How do you
right?
know it's a female plant?
It can be asexual.
How do you? God,
Asexual is something that can reproduce within itself.
I'm choking this nigga.
And anything asexual pretty much has to be kind of a woman.
So
Because
you
they have
telling
to
me?
produce.
Okay,
Men cannot reproduce anything within
males.
ourselves.
But listen,
All right, so men, stop nutting in your girls. Let's find out how many times they reproduce.
Nowadays,
It's
if you want to keep it
possible. We
nowadays,
can go to the.
you
we
can
go
clone
get
any
seafood.
goddamn thing.
You can clone. It's not reproducing. It's a big difference.
And cloning is
If I clone,
Cloning is not
If I
reproducing.
shoot a clone of something inside of you, I
actually it's
reproduce
produced
something.
and it did it, so it did reproduce.
It's produced.
I remade it, bro.
Listen.
It's already something that's already
Okay,
produced.
so if it's a
Done
clone,
again,
if it's a
reproduced.
clone, it's not something that a woman grew inside of her body. Period.
But she's gonna have to grow it
clone.
inside her body
But
so
it's
it can be
reproduced.
born.
In order to be born,
It's
you do
cloned.
need it to
It's
grow inside of a
genetically
woman's
modified.
body.
No, because there's definitely
Can you do it inside of a man's body?
you can't do it. You
All
can
right.
do a clone without
Hey.
having a body. What are you talking about?
No, that's what I'm trying to.
Can you create
Woman is
babies?
God,
Without
bro.
having a body, yes.
You can't give
You can
life.
clone somebody,
Can
and you
a
can
man-
clone a sheep, and you can
can-
clone anything right now
can
without
a
having
man-
a female's
Hey,
body
hey,
to do
Mute
it.
that
Hey.
nigga. Mute
Plain
that
and
nigga.
simple.
I got you.
Man.
Can a man have a baby? Huh? Can a man have a baby? Everybody that's online, answer it. Can a man have a baby? He can't keep talking because he's running out of topics here.
I'm pro man everything, right?
Right.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, and if you
I'm
look at
muted.
reality, nothing
I was muted.
A man in Oregon did.
cannot happen without a female for human reproduction.
Why y'all both staring
Woman
at me?
is life, bro.
This ain't my shit. It's not my segment.
Listen,
Woman is God, bro.
I agree.
Of course, you're.
I am a
agree,
man.
Jay Marie.
Listen, I am a
Listen,
man of God,
first
and I'm a
foremost-
God-fearing man.
First and foremost.
And I believe in my Holy Spirit up above, and He created man
First.
It doesn't say that in the Bible.
It
does
definitely
say that.
does say that.
It
Man was
It
created
does say
first.
that man was created
It
first.
definitely says
It
that.
says woman, but you know how
What?
the
Oh,
white
is it
people do
typo?
it. Yeah, no, the white people
What?
erased it like they do everything else
What
out the
God
Bible.
failed
There
to
we go.
realize.
Go ahead, preach. No,
What you fail to realize in that Bible when it said in the beginning, earth was dark and void, He seen that it was good, so He created man. What you fail to realize is that further on in that chapter, when they first ate from the tree, you know what I mean, God said, well, not even God, somebody said, God, they have became as one of us. They have came as one of us, knowing the right and knowing truth from false, knowing fiction
Right
from
from
knowledge,
wrong.
right from wrong. That's what He said, one of us.
So what is one?
So
of us?
if God was a singular
To
person,
be of a God, to be of a
who
God
will
is
be
knowing good and evil.
us?
So that
See what I'm
is
saying?
to be of a God.
Where
that is
did
knowing
God
good and evil.
come
If you're
from?
gonna read the Bible and you're gonna know the Bible, man, know that damn
Our
thing.
deity.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh wait, hold on,
Time out.
don't. Okay,
Stop
well we're not
fucking
gonna.
about
Go ahead.
100.
Wait,
Go ahead,
wait.
go ahead, 100.
Thank you,
Nah,
sir.
ain't no shut the fuck up, goddamn it. Now I'm about to talk.
So-
So
Guys.
558, black people and go ahead.
I'm about to say 558.
So I do have something to say real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible is whatever you
Interpret it.
exactly.
And I'm not going off the Bible. I'm just stating the fact that
It's not a fact.
There's
It's
no-
an opinion.
It's not a fact. You can't
Who
come with that
don't
as
know
a
that?
fact. You can't come with that as a fact.
This is
You
the
can't-
fact.
This
Can't
is
come
not
with that
a
as a
fact, sir.
It's not a
It
fact.
is a fact.
That
Not a fact.
It's two
there
against
was
two,
not
it's a
just
fact.
a one supposed.
You are assuming, sir.
Bro,
you don't
the
know
fact
You
this.
is-
assume. And what do you
this
do
is
when you assume? You make an
He's
ass out of
learning,
yourself.
y'all. High five. He's learning over
You guys
here.
done?
Yeah, we're done. Go ahead.
Our
The
bad.
fact is
not a fact. Go
that
ahead.
we know that the book was written by who?
Man,
God.
A man.
definitely.
Not a god, a
woman.
man.
A
A
woman.
human being
Right,
male.
a woman.
It was
No,
written by a woman.
Time out.
Female.
It was God.
A male.
Oh.
It was a female.
Every book in Bible history is written by a male.
Because you could be
There's
female.
no, bruh.
They was the first ones
I
here.
bet you $500
But-
right now.
They
There's no
just switched the
female
game.
God written book.
No,
There's
for real?
Bible
They just
written
switched
by
the
a
game.
female.
So guys, I have something to say. Y'all ready to
Facts.
listen? I agree. I kind of agree with what you're saying because no man wants to ever let that female be higher than them.
Female means lesser male. I mean,
No.
See?
if you
That's
go
what
off
it
of the
is.
name,
Man.
literal
Man.
definition,
Man.
female
And a
means
man wrote
lesser
that.
male.
I agree. I
Plain
agree
and
with you.
simple.
How you
Hunter.
feel, Allie?
Girls rule, guys rule. Everybody trying to- that's a damn lie. Girls cannot do whatever a man can do. You can lie all you want to on
That's
that
what
one.
you think?
I'm sorry. Girls can do it better.
Oh God, here you go.
Even down to pumping.
Please stop, stop. Girls cannot do whatever. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, we can.
What I'm saying is this. Please don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is there are
Anything
women that
you
can do,
can do, I
great
can do
things, and there
better.
are things that women can do that
Beyond
men
me.
cannot do.
They show.
But there is
listen,
also
wow.
things that men can do
Listen.
that women cannot do.
Man has never experienced.
Yeah, like have a baby.
Men will never experience the pain that a woman goes through delivering
A
birth.
toothache, nigga. Yes, we
Damn
could.
right to
Ever.
Toothpaste.
There's no
Nothing
pain.
in
There's no
comparison.
pain in history.
I heard
that states
multiple
that. Time
women
out. Hold
say
on.
that.
Time out. There's no pain in history that states that a man will ever experience that of a given birth. Period. Point blank.
A statement is not
getting fucking
facts.
shine your dick with a gun.
A statement
None of
is
that.
not facts.
It will not add up.
A statement is not fact.
So let's do this, folks.
Because they say passing a
Let's
gallstone
show
is the
83.
same.
Let's go do the challenge that they have for men out there. That one, the contraption challenge.
That ain't even
what?
nothing
But that-
compared
no,
to
some
that.
Do the contraption
Some
challenge.
people, no.
Oh, you lost your
Contraction-
damn
the
mind.
contract-
It's
I would
not what happened.
But
Why you are not?
No.
But you said that defending that men are way stronger than females. Well, let's do the contraption
Hold on.
challenge.
Once again, I didn't
Let's
say
see if you
first
can
of all.
take that.
Let's do the let's say this the right thing.
He cries a lot.
Hold on. Let's
Let's dissect him. He cries a lot.
He can do a lot of things female can. Huh?
He does. He whines a lot.
Listen.
Says the man that like cucumbers.
Listen. The man that likes
There's
cucumbers.
nothing, hold on, there's nothing wrong
I
with
like
that.
peaches too,
He eat his
nigga.
cucumbers whole. That's a problem.
There's nothing
He
wrong
eat his
with
goddamn
eating
cucumbers whole. That's the goddamn problem.
There's nothing wrong with eating cucumbers
So
whole.
no, listen. The one thing that I don't want people to do is get misconstrued what I'm saying. There is, like I said, there's a lot of things that women can do that men cannot do. Nope. There's definitely a lot of things that women can do that men can't do. But there's also a lot of things that men can do that women can't do. Y'all want this equal right? Well, definitely need equal rights. But y'all
We're
want this.
above y'all.
Stop
That don't
it!
even-
Stop it! No one is
Men-
above no
men-
one. Let's
Yes,
not
it
do
is.
that.
I'm sorry,
Let's
it
not do
is.
that.
It
Women
is.
are not above men.
It is.
Let's not do that.
What was that post that I
Because-
read?
Now you taking it too far. I ain't go that far.
Thank you.
You fucking up my 100 with 100.
Nope. Let me see.
My 100 with
if I-
100.
Nope. We above.
It says,
y'all.
wow,
I'm sorry.
You can believe that
Parthenogens.
all you
We
want
are
to.
beyond y'all.
It says, well,
So what do you need a
parthenogens-
man for? If you're
I don't.
if you're beyond us, what do you need a man for?
Okay, ladies don't. My bad.
No, fuck that.
You don't need a man. You don't
If
need a
you
man.
don't need a man.
You don't need a
You
woman.
don't need a man.
You don't need a man. You don't
You
need a man.
don't.
So men don't
Females
need women.
want
And
a
women
man.
don't.
Exactly, it's a difference.
So
You
men
can
don't
tell
need
that about gay females.
Yeah.
men, and gay females always still need a man because they want a
No,
kid.
they don't.
A woman will always need a man
No.
for penetration. Yes.
Females can do it too.
Oh, y'all
Cucumbers.
But why the hell you got dildos?
It's still a
That-
form
that's-
of a penis.
I'm
yes.
sorry, that's not a man though.
It
The heck?
is. I mean,
It's a male's appendage.
it came
I mean,
So
from.
you
know
need
what?
a male for that.
It
No,
started
you
off
don't.
with a man.
But some
You
gay
would like
girls
a
don't
man.
even
they
like
had
that.
they had to feel a man first to know what it felt
But
like.
some girls don't even
to
like
get
that
the
though.
pleasure.
I'm sorry. You can name. I want you to name one woman that don't deal with any kind of toy.
My
Leah.
sister. I ain't gonna put it out there, but she doesn't.
But yeah, she don't
She's
like the
organic.
She's organic.
That's got to be crazy.
She put a strap on.
penetration. Yeah.
Which one is it? Yes or no? Goddamn.
Okay, I'm confused. What's your question?
Does she put a strap on?
To fuck other females?
Yes. Oh. Okay.
No, she don't.
Oh.
So she need a male's
No.
appendage. Goddamn it. Fuck
That
out of here.
doesn't wait.
That don't mean you need a man
Nah,
itself.
she do. She
You
got
need a
one.
male's
Okay,
appendage.
so here goes. Listen.
They could put a damn toothbrush
So
up there. They
guys-
just need penetration. They don't have to be from you or
Hey.
nothing that resembles you. They just need some form of penetration. And
Okay.
Some of them don't even like that shit.
All right, yeah, right. So, anyways, listen, y'all. So this guy named Sir William Golding said, "I think
fuck is
women. Listen, I
one
think
cares,
women
no one
are
knows.
foolish to pretend they are equal to men. They are far superior and always have been. Whatever you give a woman, she will make great."
Oh, so do you want me to look up a
Hold on,
quote?
hold
Do you want me to look up a
on,
quote from a
stop.
woman that
I'm
says
not
the same
done.
thing about men?
Can I
Come
finish?
on now, you can't do that.
Let the woman let her finish.
Let Sir Lancelot
All right.
have his moment. Shut
So let me finish.
That is Sir Lancelot.
So it is Sir William Golding. But let me finish. If you give her sperm, she gives you a baby. If you give her a house, she'll give you a home.
Oh my
If
God.
you give her groceries, she'll give you a meal.
niggas
If
can
you
make
give
meals.
her a smile, she'll give you her heart. She multiplies and enlarges what is given to her. So if
And
you
a
give her
dude don't do that
crap,
to a female?
Shut the fuck up, bro.
so if you give her crap, be ready to receive a ton of shit. Because right now you about to get it.
I'm not about to get none of that shit. The one thing that I'll say is this:
I
everything
actually
that he
like that
said, there, you
That
could
was
actually
dope,
put
though.
a
That's
reverse
real.
on that.
It is real.
That's real.
Let's be
True.
real. Everything that you said in there, that can be a reverse on that.
What do you
because
mean?
a man can definitely give a motherfucker.
I
home.
can't give a man
Hold on.
sperm to
Hold
give me a
on.
baby.
Hold
It
on.
ain't happening.
Hold on. You can definitely flip that and say, you give a man a womb and ovaries, he can give you sperm to make a baby. You give a man a house, he can
Sounds
make a
gay.
fucking home. Let's be real. You give a man
Gay!
some groceries, he can make a meal. I mean,
You're
making
not
a
gonna
meal
make
is
no
gay?
meal. You're not gonna make no meal.
I definitely have, and I
You're not
can.
gonna make no meal,
What you
bro.
talking about? Ask my
Listen,
wife. I
listen.
make meals. What are you talking about? That's what I do.
But Lawrence-
Every man that I know
Wow.
that's a real man knows how to make a fucking meal. What are you talking about?
Wow.
Yeah,
You can't make a house a home. No.
You definitely can make a house a home.
You can't, bro.
So you can't sit here and say,
Bring
oh,
it
well,
back
what this
to what I'm
guy
saying.
says. All right, so if I can pull up a young lady that will sit here and say the exact same thing about men being superior to women,
Well, she pulled
Does that
one
make
up.
it? Does that make it the same?
She
I
pulled
did
one
pull
up.
one up.
I can pull one up. All right, let me come over there and get to the computer.
No.
I'm gonna pull one up.
You got a
Exactly
phone
my
in your
point.
hand.
You don't want me to prove a point.
You have a phone in your
Use your
hand. Well, I
Galaxy.
don't care about your points being proven because at the end
Well,
of the day,
that's the end of the show today, folks.
Yeah,
silly.
Remember,
No,
keeping
but
it
check
100,
this out.
100.
I don't care about your points being proven because at the end of the day,
Cut
we
the
all have our
goddamn
own
shit.
opinions. Just like he thinks women are first, I do too. I agree.
I bet you would.
But it's all opinionated
It's a
because
woman.
I don't think it's ever.
Man
nobody
is a
knows.
sub-predicate of a
The
real
Bible
word.
to
No,
me isn't
true.
is
Man is a
not.
sub-predicate.
Man
of
is a
real
word in itself.
Oh, he's
No,
feeling
it's
touchy.
woman is a sub-predicate of a word, bro.
So guys, you know when people get
about to walk
defensive,
home?
right?
I am about to
So
walk
when people get defensive,
It's
that
on
means
call.
listen, Hondo. When people get defensive, that means you won.
Hey,
Why? Because I'm
I'm doing my
smiling.
thing. I've been on my ass.
Is it because I'm
all
smiling?
week,
Look
though.
at your posture, fam.
Because of my posture and I'm smiling.
And this is it for show 83. Yeah, we don't have
Thank
no
you, thank you guys for
STFs
tuning
today
in.
Because he need to sit the fuck down.
Is it because I'm
I
smiling?
love my women.
Yeah.
I love my women.
This is it for show 83. Yeah, we don't have.
It's going down.
Tripping over here. But what I'm going to say is this. Before we get up out of here,
So I can't
I
close
do
out
want
the
to say
show?
this. Please don't make it have any mistake. I love my women. And
Barely.
I'm never going to sit here and say that a woman is less than a man.
Barely.
I think we all are equal. But who's? You know
But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and concede the fact that, you know what I'm saying, women came before men. Sorry.
well, you
So
still
you
don't get
three,
the
y'all
last
want to do,
word. I
man,
get
for
the last
Booby
word.
Boo Wop,
Okay.
J. Marie, Juan Hondo.
Yeah.
Go ahead, get the last word, Booby.
Boo wop bars.
We up out of here.
I came out like a rapper.
In the morning, gotta get it, feeling super lifted. Homie got a blunt, pass it to me, you know I'ma hit it gone. Ain't no coming back unless I end my day with a couple more stacks. Yeah, that's facts. Conversation, mama's basement, plotting on how we gon' make it. Blunt we facing in rotation, grinding till we all complacent. Feel, I just keep it real. Dreams so big that the dreams give you chills. For real, taking shots, they all contested. If we toasting, we gon' bless it. People steady hating. I guess I didn't get the message, or I read it. Why so hectic? Talking like my niggas dead it. Verified attention, so I guess I will never check it. So I guess that I'ma never check it.